listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255. The New Orleans Talk Network. Listeners are as important as our guests. Join in on the conversation. 504-341-8255. The New Orleans Talk Network.
FanView Live, where real fans talk about real sports, only on the New Orleans Talk Network. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, because we're not just a sports talk show, we're a talk show about sports.
Yo, man, it's Fred. Listen, don't forget to like and subscribe to our New Orleans Talk Network page on. Keep going. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Fred. Listen, don't forget to like our page on YouTube, FanView, Facebook, FanView, and on Twitter, FanView New Orleans.
My name is Jaquan Jackson, SMU commit, and you're tuning into FanView.
Yo, what's up? This is Pooga Williams, 2017 Mr. Football. You are now tuned into FanView Live on New Orleans Talk Network.
Turn down for what? Yeah. Turn down for what? Yeah. Turn down for what?
Yeah, baby. We in the building. We in the building.
A wet building, but it's a building.
It's a wet building, but it is a building. That is a fact. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports, New Orleans Talk Network. Listen, I'm your boy, Fred.
GSportz in the building.
Coach Hurricane here.
Man, y'all know we got a lot to talk about. Y'all know what happened Sunday. We got to discuss it. We got to have that conversation. A lot of sports to get into from between the time of last Thursday to this Thursday. A lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. We got a lot of great jam-packed show for you guys. We got a guest call out there from Meade High School, the quarterback. Giving us a call talking about his commitment to Kentucky. But we got a lot of Saints talk, football talk for y'all guys. Jam-packed show for the next 2 hours. If you're a fan of sports, this is where you need to be, bottom line, flat out here. Tag a friend, add a friend, we deeply appreciate it. Before I get ready to start this show, I always give a shout and salute to the armed forces. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, First Responders, local police department, local fire department. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Big time salute. We can't thank y'all enough. Thank you guys for the services y'all do for us as citizens of the United States of America. No one give y'all a shout and salute. FanView Live panel will do it every single week, each and every Thursday.
You dig.
Also follow us on FanView Live on Instagram. Also follow us on FanView NOLA on Twitter. If you're on Twitter tonight, we'll be posting our YouTube link up there. Also follow us on YouTube at FanView Live. We'll be posting up our YouTube link up there. So if anybody's trying to follow and show us on Twitter today, that's where you're going to click on that link and you'll be able to follow the show and leave your comments too. So let's get this show on the road. Saints Falcons. Big time game. GSportz. It looked like you was out there in the building, baby.
I was in the building.
You was in the building. You're trying to be quiet.
Atmosphere was serious, to say the least. I was a heckler. I was a heckler. You know, I was driving them. I was talking a lot of smack to a lot of the Falcons fans. You know, and one of the things I kept telling them, I said, man, one thing about y'all Falcons that y'all really consistent at.
Loser.
Y'all can't hold a lead. 28-3.
Never forget. Hashtag never forget.
I asked a couple of them, I said, have y'all ever been fitted for a ring before? Can y'all answer that question for me? Have you ever been fitted for a ring? None of them could answer it. I had a couple of them try to crowd me, but I escaped. You know what I'm saying? And got out there, you know.
The bobbing weed?
Yeah.
The bobbing weed?
I got out there, man, with no damages, nothing hurt.
Well, you ain't the only one up there. You know, like the Saints, they like that Who They Nation went deep. From my appearance, for people who are on Twitter, who are on Facebook, who on Instagram, look at that Who That Nation was in that building, representing New Orleans, that Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Like we was half crowded in there. Like some of the Falcon fans stayed home.
But I will say this, man. I've been in a lot of NFL stadiums. The Mercedes, even though they stole our name, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, man, that the Falcons host, that is a phenomenal stadium. The atmosphere, just everything about the stadium is just great. I even think it's up there with the Cowboys stadium.
Jerry World?
It's up there with it.
Up there, Jerry
It's up there
World?
with it. You don't have that big
retractable.
No, I'm talking about the big screen.
The big screen, yeah.
In the middle, you don't have that.
The million
million inches. But the stadium is great, man. I even like the halftime performances they had with Ludacris and all of that, and in between quarters and timeouts, they kept it live. They kept you locked in during the game. The fans was into it. I mean, they had what's his name? The rapper.
Future?
No, Punisher.
Punisher? Oh, Lord. They went back.
Yeah, they had him in the building. You know what I'm saying? He had. I ain't never scared. They had him in the.
In the club.
Yeah. It was.
That's
It
the old
was
school,
live.
baby.
It was live, bro. That's gonna be a great Super Bowl venue for this year, man. I enjoyed it. I'm glad we came out with the win. Cause I was talking a lot of noise throughout the whole game.
Man, listen, for people, let's talk about this game. While we're waiting on our colleague, let's talk about this game. Obviously, Saints came out victorious in overtime. It was 37-37. Then obviously the Saints, go into overtime. That leading drive that Drew Brees had, where he had Ron Alford and another linebacker who ran into it, and he runs into the end zone. Then you had the overtime when the Saints get the football and they go down there and they get the big time score with the Drew Brees, kind of like that little dump, and that pullback, that vintage Drew Brees, I like to call it.
I called it before you did it.
Yeah, that vintage Drew Brees. But man, let's talk about this game. Listen, we've been discussing this now for 3 weeks now. Who's to blame on his defense? For people who watch this game, P.J. Williams is atrocious. I'm sorry, he's atrocious. Before we get ready to this game, we're gonna have our guest caller give us a call. I think right now my producer may have him on the line. So before we get into a lot of Saints talks, we're gonna get Bone Crusher.
He did held it off for the Healthy Brothers. hey,
Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher made
P.J. Brown, Bone Crusher.
with your belly out. He made that be cool.
And whoever his partner was that nobody knew was the fat guy with the long dreadlocks that was just. I'm telling you, man, it made it cool to be fat and walk around with your shirt off.
Bone Crusher had that one-hit wonder, man.
He stole.
He ain't never scared, baby. He ain't never scared. But listen, for everybody tuning in, Armani, are you there? Armani, are you there?
Might need to turn the volume up.
Producer, can we get to? Can we turn them up? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, buddy, we can barely hear you, buddy.
What'd you say, Coach?
All right, there you go.
There we go. How you doing, Armani, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
There we go. Listen, this is Armani Gilmore. It's on top of my head. Mr. Armani Gilmore, quarterback for the A-Meat Warriors.
Juice wide.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! There he is. Listen, Armani, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for calling in, man. We deeply, deeply appreciate you and your time tonight, man. Listen, tell everybody a little bit about you and who you are. And tell everybody a little bit about the A-Meat Warriors who are tuning in right now.
We're a physical team. We don't stand down to anybody. We're going to come out and play hard, whoever you is. And we just going to get at it all night.
There it is.
Short and sweet, baby.
Short and sweet, baby.
How we get down.
Money. This G, man.
What's up with it?
What's up with it, man? Look, man, I've been watching you, man. I remember Chris Reed. I think he coached the Shockers or something like that down there in that Tangible Hole area. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Chris Reed, he's actually a referee too for the LSHE. You know, I've been knowing Chris Reed for a long, long time, man. I remember when you was in the 8th grade, Chris Reed called me. He said, man, we got a kid by the name of Monty Gilmore. He was talking about you in baseball, though. He was like, man, this kid could go to the major leagues and be big time. He said, but he big time in football, too. He said he phenomenal in both sports. He said, I don't know which one he gonna, choose. What sport he gonna choose. He was like, whatever one he choose, he gonna make it in it. He was like, G, I'm telling you right now, look out for this kid. In the next 3-4 years, he gonna be going to a big school.
Right.
And now you committed to Kentucky. Man, just talk about your journey, man, from way back to 7th, 8th grade, playing baseball, being a two-sport athlete, playing baseball and football, and what happened for you to kind of choose both sports like that at an early age?
Well, I've been playing baseball and football all my life. It's just been in me. But the baseball came more naturally. That's just my natural sport. I don't even like playing it because it's so boring. But when I'm on the mound, it's like, it's my game, so I'm going to play it. And football, that's just my first love,
Right.
I've been loving football all my life. My daddy played it, my uncle played it. So it's in me naturally. I'm going to play that. I like that too, And I've been playing both of them because, I heard about the big men out of high school. So I was like, I really need to get into this. I need to work for this. And I ain't going to never give up on football neither because you never know what can happen.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to stick with both of them. And later, I'm going to play baseball and football in college. So.
Wow.
Okay, so now, I didn't know you was. I just thought this was going to be
football scholarship.
So you go and play both sports out there in Lexington.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I already know. The Wildcat Nation got a big time prospect, and I mean, I already know you gonna cut about that. I already know.
Monty, what's up, homeboy?
What up with it, Coach Hank?
Not much, man. Look, man, tell everybody, because I know me and you, we've been talking about this moment, for a couple of weeks now. And then, I remember last Wednesday, you was like, Coach, I got something for you. And I know it was a big weight off, big shoulder off, weight off your shoulders and stuff. Now you can really just stick to focusing on your senior year. But man, tell everybody what was it about Coach Stoops and Coach Mark Schmidt that made you feel, your dad, your mom, and everybody in your family just feel comfortable with saying, what, this is a good spot for me to flourish.
What made me feel that way? Because Coach Mike, I've been knowing Coach Mike since he was at Arkansas, He was while I was in Hammond. And we've been having a tight relationship. I've been talking to him on and off the phone and going to camps and stuff like that, seeing him. I know he's from the Louisiana area, from New Orleans, so y'all probably know him too also. But, yeah, we've been cool, tight. And then I saw their offense. It looked just like our offense that we run at our school. So I know I can fit well in their offense. And they say they was very impressed with my film. And they were like, you fit the offense very well. We think you can be the next big thing for us. And we really want you here. And we feel like we can make you a better player than you are right now. So, and I was feeling that. And Coach Stoops told me, he was impressed with me too. I wasn't expecting that. And he was like, whatever you do, we're going to take care of you. Yeah, like, whatever you do, we're going to take care of you down here. We're going to have plane tickets for your family. Whenever they want to come to a game or whatever. And he was just talking real good to me, man. It sounded all good, Everything sounded legit. So I can't pass no free scholarship,
Right. Now, Monty, I got a question for you, man. Listen, I want to talk about your senior year, man. You and guys like Kyle Maxwell, Devontae Lee, Ishmael Sopsher, you guys are the top 4 guys out of the top 50 kids in the state of Louisiana. For people who don't know, man. Tell us about your senior and this experience being able to play with 3 other top 50 players in the state of Louisiana this year. Tell us about how that makes you feel being the quarterback for that team that throw guys like Kyle Maxwell, throw the guy like Devontae Lee, having the Ismail Sabson. Tell us a little about your senior year, man, and how proud are you going to be about this senior year coming up for you guys at A.A.?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, this stuff is exciting. I ain't never think I'd be in this kind of, I ain't never think I had an opportunity to, like, play with them boys. Because I know we played them all in 8th grade when I was at Hammond. I'm like, man, these boys, look, they nice.
Right.
Like, I'm looking at Nene go with people's heads. In the junior high game. I'm like, man, this boy about to go to the league. Like, man, he just got the size. And Kyle played on the line in junior high, if y'all don't know.
Come on, man.
Like,
Yeah, he did.
He done got it. Yeah, man, Kyle played on the offensive line in junior high.
Expose that
So
boy.
much better than, man, that boy done got so much better, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that boy, I ain't gonna lie. Proud of that boy. But it's unbelievable. It's like unrealistic. I know we got the team to go to the dome this year. We just gotta pull it through, you know, stay focused and don't get the big hit, you know.
Right.
I think it shocked, you know what I'm saying, shocked a lot of people. But
Right.
they ain't expecting us to go to the dome, so we gotta go do that.
Right. Now, money, man.
Not just go to the dome, but we're gonna win it.
Right. Now, money, man. I got 2 questions for you. Last year, you had to sit out your junior year, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched you on the sideline, especially for that St. Helena game. I saw how intense you was and you wanted to be out there bad. I just saw the competitiveness coming out you and how bad you wanted to play. Talk about how that fueled you throughout the summer and the spring, man, to get you ready for your senior and go out there and show people like, all right, y'all made me sit out my junior year, or y'all gonna get money this senior year and y'all about to get everything out of me.
I ain't gonna lie, just like you said, I charged it to the game, man.
If y'all don't know, his daddy from New Orleans.
Yeah, man. Look, it was hard though, but I was like, everything happened for a reason, you know. I'm just gonna use this opportunity to get better and better myself individually and with my team to get more chemistry with them, you know. And we did that a whole lot this off season. I'm just ready for it to pay off now.
Right.
I ain't letting nothing. I ain't holding off on nobody.
Right.
Coach talk about stay healthy. I ain't like Coach. I'm ready to hit something off dump.
And my next question for you, man, is I talked to your daddy on numerous occasions, man, and I watched you and your dad relationship, and it's very unique. It's almost like y'all friends. It's not. It kind of don't seem like he your dad. It's like, and you know, I admire that relationship because you know I got an 8-year-old son, and I'm like, man, just watching you and your dad, especially I think that was when y'all was at Tag Gormley for the EPS Blades for 7-on-7 in the summer, and I watched how you and your dad was interacting, you and your little brother, and I'm like, bro, I admire how they interact with each other and how they communicate with each other. And I could tell that has played big dividends for you on why you've been so successful in baseball and football. Man, talk about the relationship with you and your dad and how he's helped you through this process and how he's helped mold you into becoming a man.
Oh, that's very easy to tell because he been on me since I was little. He started when I was little. He ain't holding no slack off me or my brother, you know.
Right.
Push me to my limits. He stay on me by my grades. You know, he been coaching me in Little League too since I first started playing. That was my first coach, so he had me a quarterback. That was my spot. He ain't just put me there because I'm his son, you know. He said he saw the potential in me when we saw me throw the ball when I was little.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay. And he showed me the ins and outs off the field and on the field, you know. So, you know, it's a lot of love there. And that's my dad. I mean, I can't say nothing else, you know.
Right. I mean, that relation. I mean, what it is about y'all relationship? It just seems like y'all. When you got a dad that's so hands on with their son and highly taught like you, it seems like they kind of butt heads. It seems like y'all just everything just flow.
Sometimes, you know, we be talking. You know, we have our differences, disagreements. You know.
All right.
But he knows what's right for me though.
Right.
Like, yes, sir. And he know what it is because he played football at Tulane, and he know what's going on in colleges and stuff. You know what to do and what not to do. So I just listen to him. Cause you know they say you do something wrong, it bites you in the back.
Right.
Now, listen, now, man, like a lot of people don't know that your younger brother is actually on the team with you, and is actually like it's starting to get some playing time. Just as an older brother, because like me, I was never blessed to go to high school with my siblings. My siblings either graduated before I got there, or when I graduated, they came in. But you actually for you to be a senior and your brother to be a freshman and to be on the same team, man, what's that like? And what? And I know how crazy both of y'all is. So what that household is like, after a game.
Oh, we be on each other like rice and gravy, you know what I'm saying? We watch this thing, I'm like, you got to do this right, man. Look, you ain't doing this right, you being lazy. And then it's crazy because we got one class together.
Come on, man.
Man.
How is that?
Man, that's crazy. I don't class that little boy.
Man, and look, another question I got for you. I know you won't reveal the secrets, but man, I know y'all need to pay attention to Amani Gilmore hair. I mean, we got his committed picture up there, man. The kid got top 5 best waves I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Man,
always got a line. Always got a fresh line. Who's the ball man?
What is the process?
Steve Harvey lining?
No, man,
always got a line. I never seen money without a line.
Man, I mean, what is the process? Is it Sporting Wave, a little Murray? Do you got your own concoction? You know what I'm saying? Is it double do-rag? Scully? What is the process to keep the hair
Blue
on
Magic,
Monty Gilmore like that?
Well, most important, he gonna need that new rag for sure.
There it is.
You want a do rag under the helmet or what?
Time, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I do.
Man, I'm telling you, man, every time you see Amani got a brush he got 2 brushes. One he keep in his bag, one he keep in his pocket. After he finish talking to you, he gonna brush it a certain type of way, and then after practice, he gonna pull out the other brush and brush.
So he's Joe Torre out here, huh?
Man, I'm telling you, man.
Poetic Justice?
I'm telling you, top five best waves.
Chicago?
Top 5 best waves I've ever seen, man.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. I got one question for you before we go ahead and let you go. And I just got a question too. Man, what are you looking forward to at the next level? Like when you get to that Kentucky campus, man. What do you think that your game needs to work on and improve on? Like you are a D1, commit. You're going to play football in the SEC. First and foremost, be proud of that. Because that is the best conference in college football. Hands down, it is the best. It's the deal. So. Kentucky. So, what do you expect that you think your game is going to improve at the next level?
When I get to the next level, my just recognition of the game and knowing what's going on, and on the secondary level, and just really understanding it and being a student of the game is going to become like more effective. I'm become a better player that way. Mentally and physically, I think I'm gonna just get a lot bigger, a lot stronger. I think I'm gonna develop a more consistency because right now I'm a little inconsistent. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna be a lot more consistent. They're gonna work on me with that, and they're gonna develop my staying in the pocket, being a more set-up quarterback, and being to relax and just let the game come to me.
Right. Money, man. My question for you is I'm pretty sure you've been paying attention to Kentucky's success this thus far this season.
They beat Florida, baby.
They 4-0. They went and beat Florida at Florida. That hasn't happened in over
1986 to be exact.
1986. I was 2 years old.
1986 to be exact.
It was impressive to see them go on the road and beat Florida and then come back and beat a 14-ranked Mississippi State team 28-7. They look like they got this program going in the right direction. It looked like they got the future is bright for them. Very young team, especially with somebody like yourself coming in. Just talk about how you've been paying attention to what they've been doing this year, and how you see yourself playing in that offense going forward after your senior year this year.
Oh yeah, I see myself doing great things in the offense. Like you said, they 4-0. They running back been cutting up. And I think I'm gonna be able to fit very well in the offense just because of the way they use their quarterback. Like he ain't gonna just sit in the pocket and just hand the ball off every play. They're gonna use his legs. They're gonna make him throw the ball. They're gonna let him make reads. And I think that's like what I do right now. So I think it's gonna be very easy for me to execute that offense.
Coach Hen.
Now, man, this is the last question I got for you, homeboy, because we got homecoming tomorrow, and you need your sleep, baby. You need your sleep.
He need his weed.
But man,
Chicago, baby.
Now, I clown with y'all. I hear y'all talking all throughout, all throughout the locker room and stuff. And now you're number one. You're the first. Well, you're second with Cam, but you know what I'm saying. You're the first since the season started to commit. How much are you going to be recruiting Devontae Lee, Maxwell, trying to get Cam Henderson to flip? I mean, 'cause look, you play high school ball with 3 Division I kids at receiver.
Facts.
Why not carry that over to the college level?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Look, can't nobody recruit these kids better than you because you their teammate.
Right. Hey, I've been talking to him. I ain't gonna lie. It's true. I ain't lying. We can make that happen right now. Israel in that thing.
You gonna try to get Israel that thing too? Man, look, I'm telling you, man, if you get all 5 of them, it's gonna be a lifetime decision after you finish college football, because they gonna
red flag them.
They gonna have a recruiting coordinator job ready for you if you can get all them kids to sign to Kentucky.
Hey, I'm gonna do my best. I ain't gonna lie.
Now look,
you make that happen. You get a raise immediately.
Now look,
promotion.
Now I'm letting you know before I let you go. Next year, when you gonna be a freshman in college, Duke, who is my favorite basketball team, as you know, plays Kentucky at home. You have to share your dorm room with me, baby. And I'm gonna need one of those student tickets.
I'm trying to go see that game for an official visit, man.
Well, take your boy with you, because you need a bodyguard.
Money, man, before we let you go, look, man, I will be in the building when y'all play St. Helena, man. You know, it's gonna be a big time rival game, man. Hey, I need you on GSportz. I need you to be on there saying I'm rocking with GSportz. I need you to cut up and do what you do. And man, look, have a good healthy season, man. And congratulations on the commitment to Kentucky, man.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
All right, no problem. Now go get some sleep, homeboy.
The way is right.
All right, coach.
That's Amani. Listen, yo, that's Amani Gilmore, man.
Yeah, man. Good kid, man.
Good kid.
Like I say, man, Chris Reed, man, since he was in the 8th grade, Chris Reed called me, bro. And I've been knowing Chris Reed for a long time. Referee. Coach, he got a baseball organization, travel baseball organization. And he got an AAU organization, too.
Right.
And he said, man, G, man, we got this kid named Amani Gilmore, bro. He said, look, G, he going to be big time. And just like he said, I remember when I watched Amani 10th grade year, I watched him, I'm like, bro, just looking at his body, his physique, I was like, yeah, he ready. He gonna be big time. I was like, he liked it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was so upset, when he made the transfer to me, and they made him sit out his junior year. I was like, bro, because they moved. Y'all had to move Cam Henderson the quarterback. Cam Henderson is really a receiver, and y'all made it do what it do. Yeah. But can you imagine if y'all had Amani and quarterback last year?
The crazy thing that nobody really knows, like we found out he couldn't play the week of the scrimmage. So
you know what I do.
So it was and the day that made it most disheartening. That's why the Andrew Robson. I don't want to make light of the situation, but that's why I'm kind of numb to it, because we went through it all last year.
Exactly.
And the thing about it was, when you see Amani Gilmore, he's always the first, and like I'm saying, like they move right down the street from the school. He walks to the school. He gonna in the summertime. He gets the key to the weight room. He's gonna be the first one in there. He's gonna go straight to the field, get some throws in. He's gonna call the receivers up, try to get the timing down. Then he's gonna go through the whole practice. Then he's gonna stay an extra 45 minutes in the weight room and on the field and watch a film.
Yeah, when you see him take his shirt off, you could clearly tell.
Working out. Getting it in.
He puts the time in it. And the thing about Amani is he's as good as a football player is, he's 10 times better as a person.
For real.
Like, because there was an incident at school, and I won't release the kid name, but he was less fortunate than most of the kids at the school. You know, got ragged on and stuff. Monty took the shoes off his foot, gave it to the kid, said, "Man, look, now you swagging. Don't worry about it." Went to the locker room. He had some turf cleats that he won from a camp. Put the turf cleats on and walked around school the whole day like that. It was perfectly fine. Didn't want no recognition. Didn't want no type of, you know, like I you know what I'm saying, what made you like, oh man, he needed something. At one point in my life, I'm gonna need something. I hope somebody be there for him like I was there for him. That's the type of kid he is.
Yeah, and you can't go wrong with that.
And that tell you a lot about it, man. Just being, I've been around him. You know, I'm not close to him or don't have that personal relationship like you do, Big Hen, but just being around him, I feel like I got to give it a sermon, man. And just being around him and talking to his dad, his little brother, you could tell they some good people.
Right.
Because good people got good moral values, and you could tell Amani is going to be successful in life. You know, even if football don't work out for him or baseball don't work out for him, which I'm pretty sure one of the two gonna work out.
He drawing 92
because he big time like that. But he gonna be successful in life, man. He understand, you know, how to treat people. He understand yes sir, no sir mentality.
Correct.
He just do all the right things, man. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm rooting for that kid this year and going forward. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm rooting for it.
It's a big time talent, man. It's a big time talent.
Last thing on it, the crazy thing is, his brother gonna be better than him.
His brother is long as hell.
His brother is 6'2".
But his brother is DB, right?
He a linebacker type thing. He's gonna be a twin. He's gonna end up with his hand in the ground. Once the weight room and all that stuff. He's 6'2" right now as a freshman.
Yeah,
he's still growing.
6'2".
Yeah. Once he hit the weight room and all that stuff hard, you know, he's a freshman. He got 3 more years. Once he start building on, of course, he's gonna start seeing his brother playing college football. So that's gonna motivate him more. When his body catch up with his limb, it's a wrap. I'm telling you. And he like, look.
I thought he was gonna be a safety.
He's a hard hitter. He's slew-footed.
I thought he was gonna be a safety.
He ain't got much. He ain't got much in the speed tank. But when he get there, you gonna know he there. You gonna know he there.
You gonna get hit, huh? You know, roughing the pass, huh?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Have later on. Well, listen. Appreciate for Almighty Gilmore for everybody for tuning in. For that segment, but we got to switch gears. And we got to recap Saints Falcons again. Listen, and for everybody who's still tuning in, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. What's up with the DBs, man? What's up with these corners? What's up with P.J. Williams? What is up with Ken Crawley? For people who don't know, Matt Ryan threw for over 307 yards, 5 passing touchdowns. Week 1, Ryan Fitzpatrick, who came down to earth against Steelers, you know, went from Fitzmagic to Fitztragic, like most people probably assumed.
But I don't know. No, he ain't suffered like Thomas because he brought them back. They was one drive away.
They was one drive away. They lost by 3, but he had 3 picks in the first half. And that's kind of the Fitzpatrick that have somewhat saw in the past. He came back, but still came up in a losing effort. He threw over 400+ yards and 5 touchdowns against the Saints. For people watching the Saints defense so far has given up 10 touchdowns, first in the NFL. They're giving up 336 yards per game, third in the NFL. They're giving up 11.2 yards a play, first in the NFL. They're giving up 14 plays over 20 yards, fifth in the NFL. 5 over 40, first in the league. QBR, 141.7, first in the NFL. And they're giving up 74.2 yards allowed, third in the NFL. What's up with this defense? What's going on?
Too conservative. Too damn conservative. Look, we said it last week. We preached it last week. I don't know how many times all 3 of us last week said you need a pass rush to help out the defense back. That's just rule of football. if you sitting there, first of all, the defensive side of the ball is about alignments, assignments, and adjustments. 3 A's. Alignment, assignments, and adjustments. First of all, after this, I wouldn't have let P.J. Williams get past the second touchdown. Being out there by himself. I'm sorry. As soon as you put Ken Crowley on him.
Talking about the 75-yard touchdown.
As soon as you put Ken Crowley on him, you didn't hear Calvin Ridley Lane the rest of the night until like that fourth quarter when they was almost about to tie, when they was trying to win the game before we got to overtime. You can't sit back and just let a quarterback pick you apart. Put pressure on them. You can't get pressure with 4, send 5. You can't get pressure with 5, send 6, sit in the shell. You got to get pressure on them some type of way. You can't put. Then I don't know what Dennis Allen is trying to do. First of all, your linebacker core, you got it a mess because you got people out of place. That's one big thing. That helps out the intermediate passing game, having the right people in place. 2, you asking Marcus Williams, who's in the second year, to do some Ed Reed type stuff. Ed Reed didn't go to single high to his 5th year in the league. You ask him to stay in the middle of the field and be the backup on both sides of the field to be a superior ball hawk in year 2. It's too soon for that. Do I think he'll get there eventually? Yeah, but right now you can't do that. You leaving us one high, no pressure getting there, and you asking the cornerbacks to play man on man on the outside. You gotta get pressure some type of way. Now in the second half, you see the different same defense because Cam Jordan started to get it going. Marcus Davenport started to get it. Sheldon Rankins was going up there. They started blitzing A.J. Klein. They actually put the Mario Davis in the middle, and he just by putting him in the middle, you pretty much null and void Austin Hooper out for the rest of the game. So if you got the pieces there, but you got to take a hard look at yourself in the mirror. Ask the defensive coordinator and say, what am I doing wrong? What did we do good last year? We got pressure last year, whether it was blitzing, a 4-man rush, and and enforce the ball to come out either fast or high, and we got turnovers. You got to get pressure on them, and then you got to create turnovers. That's the ballpark of a successful defense, and that's where the Saints are failing at dramatically this season.
GSportz.
I really want to preface my comment before I say what I'm about to say. I think that P.J. Williams, Marshawn Lattimore, Ken Crawley, Patrick Robinson before he got hurt, I think these guys are pretty good corners. I really do. I like our back end. I like Kurt Coleman. I like Marcus Williams. I like Von Bell. What people don't understand, I was at the game, and I'm pretty sure people watching on TV. Man, I always say this. You're only good as your pass rush. We didn't get pressure on the quarterback consistent enough. Yeah, Cam Jordan ended the game with 2 sacks. Marcus Davenport had a sack. And, but it wasn't consistent enough. It was time when Matt Ryan was holding the ball for 5 to 6, 7 seconds. And I don't care what you are. You could be Deion Sanders, you could be Rod Woodson, you could be Charles Woodson. I don't give a damn who you are. These are the greatest athletes in the world you're trying to defend for 5 to 6 seconds. It ain't going to happen. Calvin Ridley's a phenomenal route runner. Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu. These guys are great at what they do. And you asking our corners to defend them for 6 to 7, 5 to 6, 7 seconds?
Right.
It ain't going to happen. That's where I think the problem is coming in. And one thing I've been noticing, Dennis Allen is not blitzing. Like BigHenry said, he's being too conservative. You want rush 4? Listen, I like our front 4. But it's not happening. They're not getting there fast enough. Start sending some pressure. Because if you start sending some pressure, maybe then you'll see our secondary have more success because now you're only defending somebody for 2 to 3 seconds versus 5 to 6 seconds. And that's a big difference in football. So I think that's what we need to realize what's happening right now. Stop thinking about, P.J. Williams, he's so bad. Yeah, he did give some plays. Bad. And yeah, Cameron really smoked him. He did.
Like some Reggie.
He did. And look, I'm not disputing that. But all I'm saying is, if you get a better pass rush, you wouldn't see that happen so much. And that's all I'm saying. And another thing is, I think that the Saints need to start realizing, I think we need to start rotating a little more on the D-line. You know what I'm saying?
You hit the nail on the head.
We gotta start rotating. Troy Hendrickson, where is he at?
Troy Hendrickson, he hasn't been active for the past 2 games.
You know, I mean, he's not on an injured reserve.
No,
they had
not active. Not active.
So what's the problem? Bromley at the D tackle spot.
He need to be gone.
But I'm saying, like, he should be rotating in, giving Sheldon Rankins a breather, Tyler Davidson, Anyamata. Why these guys are not rotating in? I don't know what Dennis is doing.
Marcus Davenport need more snaps. You can't just put him in on third down and say, hey, go get him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that's being questionable to me with the Saints defense, but I think it's easily fixable.
Right.
We have the pieces, because I know we have the pieces, because this is the same damn unit from last year. And so we added better pieces. Marcus Davenport, DeMar Davis, Kurt Coleman. So don't tell me this defense is worse than it was last year. We just got to get on the same page. Dennis Allen got to figure out when to send pressure and when not to send pressure. And I think we'll be all right.
So this is the Dennis Allen issue. These numbers that I called out is a Dennis Allen issue.
Is a Dennis Allen issue, and we're extremely young. Our secondary, besides Kurt Coleman, is under the age of 24 years old.
And that's counting Von Bell, who's a 3-year vet now.
Right. Who's 3rd-year player.
He came in with Mike Thomas. A lot of these guys are under the age of 25, bro. So that's D-line. Sheldon Rankins is what, in his 3rd year?
3rd year.
Davenport, a rookie. Anyamata in his 3rd or 4th year.
3rd year.
You know what I'm saying? Cam Jordan is the veteran on that D-line. Tyler Davidson in his 4th year. So, Azaluna is in his 2nd year.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of young pieces. Ken Crawley in his 2nd year. 3rd year.
3rd year.
3rd year. Marshall Latimer in his 2nd year.
P.J. Williams in his 3rd
or 4th year.
4th year.
He lost 2 years with injury.
Yeah. So this is
4th
year.
We got a lot of young cats on that defense, man. And just like I said before, in the preseason, they gotta play more snaps in the preseason to get that camaraderie, to get that chemistry, to be able to get on the same page. I think you're gonna see by week 5, week 6, you're gonna see that defense get better and better and better as the season goes on. Right now, they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to find their identity. And I think what you need to see is Dennis Allen does need to send more pressure. And when he starts sending more pressure, I think we'll see more success. You'll see those corners get more confident, and I think you'll see our defense get to between the top 15, top 10 defense in the league. And guess what? With that kind of offense that we got, we don't need to be top 5 in a dominant defense. We just need you to be a bend but don't break defense.
You need to not be 32nd in the league.
They 30th. Total defense.
Total defense. But according to how I feel, now total defense, they rank 30. When you talk about giving up you give up more touchdowns than anybody else, giving them third most yards and the first most plays, and you talk about those statistics, you're number 1 in giving up 40 yards plus, and you're number 1 in, quarterback percentage, and you're number 1 in QBR. To me, you're the worst defense in the league.
I think you see.
Not the fact that you're not getting any turnovers.
Right. And look, this is a telling stat. Since 2006, the Saints have given up 30 points 60 times. That's the most in the NFL. So that's a telling stat.
That's atrocious.
So this is something Drew Brees has dealt with
his whole time in New Orleans.
You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, I think that we have the pieces. What year that was? The Rob Ryan last year, when we gave the most yards ever in NFL history.
Yeah.
We didn't have the pieces that year. We didn't. We just was bad all over the place.
All we had was Cam Jordan.
Yeah, but we have the pieces. They just got to come together. They got to get that chemistry. And I'm telling y'all, I'm really confident in the Saints and what they got. I like Marcus Williams. I think Marcus Williams is a big-time player. He going to be big-time. I like Von Bell. I like Marshawn Lattimore. I like Ken Crawley.
They just giving up plays.
I like Craig Robinson. I like Anzalone. I like Manti Tell. I like DeMar Davis, even though they don't got him at the mic like he's supposed to. I like our D-line. They just got to get on the same page, and they got to get in a rhythm. I'm telling y'all, by week 5, week 6, you're going to see them getting better and better, and you're going to see us ending up being a top 10, top 15 defense in the league. And that's all we need to be able to make that Super Bowl run.
Now I want to get to some of the comments. Travis Johnson says this. I honestly think it's just individuals missing their assignments. He says Dennis needs to make adjustments. Once he's seen Williams get beat, then you need to change some stuff up, which P.J. Williams got beat. He got beat on a comeback route, which is the first touchdown to Ridley. Then he got beat bad for 75 yards to Calvin Ridley. Down the seam, it was
Double move.
Double move. The double move was on the first one. The second one, the double move was just high and buys. 6. You see what I'm saying? And then he also got beaten in the fourth quarter for the last touchdown with Mohamed Sanu. And he gave it the 2-point conversion.
P.J. Williams gave up 23 points.
23 points.
Is that his jersey number?
26.
Oh, shit, he 3 off.
He was 3 off. Field goal away. Jeremy Spurl, I said pressure, bust pipes. Pressure is a must. Got to agree with that. Torian Weathersby said we need to blitz more. I can't argue more on that one. And Travis Johnson said we play pressure football with man cover 2.
Man, look, the coverage is not the issue. All right, the pressure is the issue. You can sit back there. You can sit in the regular cover 2. No man, no nothing. Everybody play cover 2 principles. You can sit in the cover 3 like Seattle used to do. Look, Seattle didn't blitz. They got pressure ridiculously. The thing was, you blitz enough to keep them honest. If you go back to when the Saints started making their run last season, they started sitting Craig Robinson up the middle. At it'll be first down, he blitzing up the middle. It'll be second down, they got somebody else blitzing. They got Klein, Supar, whoever else by that time Anzalone was hurt. They had them coming off. And then what does that do for the offensive line? So now I know you always hear the center and the quarterback say, Mike this, Mike that. What that's telling is where they setting the protection to. So whatever the protection call is, the center is going to identify who the protection is set on.
Right.
So if I keep getting this guy blitzing, when you hear Mike 52, so all right, the center's looking at, so the protection is set to 52. So if 52 is over here, the protection is naturally going to slide over here. What does that do for your defensive line? Give you one-on-one battles all around the field.
Mm-hmm.
And even if he don't blitz, the protection's already set. So the center is going to automatically step toward that guy. So now, if he doesn't come, now he got to step back, and by the time he steps back, it's too late. All you got to do, and people think sacks is getting pressure. That's not it. Yep. All you want to do as a pass rusher is move the quarterback off of his spot. Yep. Because when offensive coordinators design plays, he said at the top of every offensive coordinator you hear, if you ever get the chance to hear a coach talk, you say, at the top of your drop, primary is here. At pre-snap, if they got too high, primary is here at the top of your drop. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you going. Well, if you get to the top of your drop and primary is not open, but you can go all the way to your 5th option, step up, and still come back to number 1, that's a problem. But look, if you move him from dropping straight back, let's say he got to get toward the outside attack box. Now you just eliminated 3 of the passing routes because it's not enough field. Right. So now you got to hope that they run the scramble drill the right way, and now you got to do what no quarterback wants to do: look back across the field and hope that a defender doesn't sit there. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. You got to move the quarterback off of his spot. If he's rolling out, you want to make that roll out deeper. If he's taking a short stop, you want to make him pump fake and kind of move over and try to put something on the thing. Move up. That's how you get pressure on the quarterback. It's not just sack. It's not just hitting him. You can move him off of his spot. You done all you can, and all you need to do, and that's what the Saints was great at last year. They wasn't getting a lot of sacks. Think about it. Only Cam Jordan was double digits in sacks. The next highest person had 4 sacks. So that's not a lot of sacks coming from your defense. But what they did, they forced the quarterback off his spot. And he's saying, all right, that's a rookie cornerback. I'm going to try it. Well, Marcus Lattimore started showing you wrong. All right, I'm going to try to go back across field. Well, Marcus Williams sitting right there. Well, Ken Crowley can start taking gambles now because now he's not running. Your cornerback can start taking gambles. Because your safety is over the top of everything now, and you got somebody backing you up.
Well, here's my thing: a defensive line can't get pressure on every offensive snap. So, my question I'm asking myself is this: at some point in time, it's execution. Now, granted, I understand that this defensive line has not got no pressure. You look at the first 3 weeks; they only have 7 sacks, which is 23rd in the NFL, which is not a lot. They may not have that much quarterback coverage. If you start looking at some of the statistics, they're not getting to. They didn't really get to Tyrod Taylor because again, these quarterbacks are averaging 74% of their passes, which means they're not getting to him. If that guy could complete that high percentage, he's not getting hit. But at the same time, man, at some point in time, what if you're the Saints front office? You release Arthur Mollett, you Jameson, the 5th round draft pick out of Wisconsin. You release your 6th round more out of Boston College. At some point in time, you look at it and say to yourself, man, opposite of Lattimore, the other side of the field is giving a lot of yardage.
But
a lot of yardage.
Marshawn Lattimore been giving up stuff.
Yeah, he giving up too.
Man, listen. Just like Big Hen just said, and I'm in agreement with it. The D-line and Dennis Allen gotta get pressure on a quarterback, bro. Bro, let me tell you something. Fitzpatrick, I never saw Fitzpatrick on the ground week 1.
He did.
He never was on the ground week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Matt Ryan, he got sacked 3 times, 2 by Cam Jordan and 1 by Martin Davenport. But for the most part, this man was scanning the field. This man was going through 4-5 progressions.
Right.
At a time. Bro.
Tyrod Taylor.
When you got them kind of athletes at your disposal, Muhammad Sanu, Ridley, and Julio Jones, man, they go blow the top off the defense. It's going to happen. And so, but I think one thing about the Saints that I did really like, and for the first 3 games, was the fact that they rush defense. They're not letting people run the ball on us like that. We holding opponents to 84 yards a game.
They're not running the ball. They just
after
40 yards.
We're doing a good job. We're doing a good job. And look, I know Tevin Coleman is not a household name.
No.
But we did a good job holding Tevin Coleman from not busting a long run because he's capable of taking an 80 at any given time.
Yeah.
We was punching him in the mouth. We did a good job holding him under wraps on Sunday.
Right.
But I think, like I say, man, with all that being said, we got stops when we need it. When we had to get off the field, we did that. Klein did a great job putting a hat. That was one of the times we did send a blitz.
Right.
We put a hat on Matt Ryan that messed up the timing of the play, and that brought him into a 4th down, what brought the game into overtime.
Right.
And if you go back and look at the coaching film, he had a guy wide. I'm talking about he was wide. The kid might have walked into the end zone. That's how wide open he was.
Yeah. If Dennis Allen on the side, and I'm going to tell you something, I really think Sean Payton told him send some pressure there.
Because at some point in time, I look at it this way. Week 1, I'm looking at it, maybe it could be assignment football when I see the Deshaun Jackson first touchdown. Maybe there's a few assignments there. Week 1, it looked like the miscues was assignments. This week here, man, P.J. Williams was getting beat. He was getting beat.
I'm gonna tell you a cheat sheet. If you want to know if it was an assignment, look at the safety. If you want to know if it was an assignment bust, look at the safety. If the safety is trailing, it's an assignment bust. If the safety is nowhere near, it's not an assignment bust. It was designed for that. It was designed for him to say, you know what? It's 3 receivers over here, or the passing threats over here. You drop it this way, and we see. And you got to think, offensive coordinators know that rule too.
Right.
So they will flip a formation just to, especially when you got one high safety. Flip a formation.
That's what I mean.
Shift you over here. So that's not assignment bust. That's just one-on-one.
Right. That's what I'm saying. On Calvin Ridley, when he gave up the 75 yards, we talking about. That's not an assignment. He just got beat. Yeah. But I'm talking about week 1 when Marcus Lattimore gave the touchdown to 2 when he was trailing Deshaun Jackson. I'm saying that's probably assignment. Like, okay, week 1 is assignment bust. You saw a lot of that. But in week 3, when he got beat on a double move for the touchdown, he getting beat. When he got beat for that 75-yard touchdown, he got beat.
Look, he let Calvin Ridley. You could tell they was in man cover 1. On the goal line when Calvin Ridley got his 3rd touchdown coming across the back of the end zone because Marcus Hooper comes open real quick because they ran play action. Marcus Hooper comes open real quick, so Marcus Williams comes down and steps on Hooper.
Right.
P.J. Williams lets Ridley go, and like I said, no pass rush, so Ryan leaves his spot on his own because he by this time he recognizes cover 1, understanding Marcus Williams can't get back there in time. Rolls out a little bit just to buy him some space. By the time Marcus Williams realized that PJ let this guy run all the way across field and And that's why you see Mark Williams chasing at the end. And as soon as the touchdown catch, you see him turn right around and look. Come on. You let him go all the way across the field.
But again, it goes back to what I've been saying. How long did Matt Ryan have to throw that ball?
Well, like I said, pass rush, he left his spot on his own.
God damn, man, he had all day to throw that ball. I mean, that should have never happened. It's not like Matt Ryan is a dual threat quarterback.
Right. Now, Quentin Jackson says, I agree, the defensive line unit got to create pressure so our corners can make plays. Torian Weathersby says, bombs over bad dad. Bomb. Now, the question is this. If you're the Saints right now, looking at these statistics, you look at these numbers, do you bring a cornerback in here? Have you reached that problem where do you need another corner on this team? Or you going to continue to go out there? You got Odell this week. Don't get it twisted.
Well,
you got Odell this week.
It's not an overreact to say, I got to go get a cornerback. You got to go get a cornerback simply because of – and I just got to go on a little small rant real quick if y'all don't mind.
Go ahead.
We protecting these goddamn quarterbacks. So the NFL protecting these quarterbacks so damn much and act like that's the only damn players on the field. But you let a 6'7", 350-pound guy go downfield and is able to dive and roll at somebody who's 6'1", 220 pounds. And now we lost Patrick Robinson for the damn year. All because this guy
won 8 games.
Well, I seen a report that said he might come back week 13.
Right, he's on IR for 8 games.
The way it's one of those like depends
on
how healthy and that's the thing. And then we start, I think that's when we play up north team, and he has to be back by a certain time or he has to sit on ours. So so you pretty much gonna be forcing him there. But that's my little small. I don't understand that. We protect the damn quarterbacks, but we can't protect everybody else. But but that's the main reason why you're down a starter. Now, Patrick Robinson hadn't gotten beaten. He held down the slot.
He was playing well for his position.
The first 3 games, you lose him. So you got to replace that right now. Now, guess what? The bright side of it is P.J. Williams is actually a better slot defender than he is on the outside. But now you're still down a man in the rotation. So you got to get somebody back there because if you go out there with what you got, one person's hurt, you don't have nobody else. You asking Von Bell, Marcus Williams to come up play safety and playing Kirk Coleman and Von Bell back there, so you have to get somebody for that. It's not overreact.
Special teams here. So far, he been looking good. I want to see him play.
Don't overreact to that point. What you need to do, Dennis Allen, you've been coaching for a long ass time. Reach out to all your contacts and all that stuff. Get as many blitz packages as you can, and look, just become a zone blitz defense until you get dang strapped.
Now, I will mention this because they play the Giants this week. For people who don't know, the Giants have given up 12 sacks so far on the offensive line, which means that
go bananas.
Right. So you're saying to yourself, hey, look, this team giving up, the 5th allowed in the league. I don't see that really stopping when they play the Saints this Sunday. Then you're talking about they have not had no 40-yard plus plays yet, and they only had 7 20-plus yard plays, which is 23rd in the league. So this offense is not a powered, throw the ball deep, making play offense,
Even though they got the personnel to.
You got Odell. I don't know if Evan Ingram is going to play this game here.
Not playing.
And then you got Saquon Barkley, who.
You got Sterling Shepard.
You got Sterling Shepard, who I don't think he's a Calvin Ridley talent, but I think he's a good route runner. He can play. He's a good player. But they don't have anybody. When you have no Evan Ingram, you don't have anything outside of Odell and Shepard. Now, granted, Saquon Barkley has, I think he had like 23 receptions. He has a lot of receptions. He can run the football. He's an all-around back in this league. But outside of those 3 weapons, I'm not a fan of Coley, Lattimore from Denver.
Corey Lattimore.
Lattimore.
Latman,
something. Yeah,
I'm Boogie, baby.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him coming out here and getting 100-something yards receiving. I'm not a fan of him going out here and having 40-yard plus plays on them. So I think this is the week that the Saints can say, you know what? We need that confidence builder from our defensive line, from our secondary. Granted, Odell going to be Odell. There ain't a corner on this team that can guard him. But he going to be what he needs to be statistically. Now, just don't let him beat you. Don't let Saquon Barkley beat you. I think defensively they could get back to that confidence building game. But I don't know, man. I don't want to see.
I feel real. What you about to say?
One of the comments say, "Let's go get Bro back." Delvin Bro.
What he ain't suing the Saints?
But you can't. The main reason why you can't go sign Delvin Bro is because he's on a CFL contract. CFL is a whole bunch of guidelines. You got to ask the CFL to release him. Then he has to clear waivers from all 32 teams. Then the Saints will go. So Delvin Bro is probably the last option because of the long route that you have to go.
I've been saying I think the Saints should go ahead and try to give Trevon Reed. He's sitting at home on his couch. Trevon Reed should be the person that they give a shot to that corner. The dude been balling. He balled all through preseason for the Seahawks. Last year he played with the Chargers. The last 5-6 games he ended the season with 3 interceptions. One of them he picked 6 Cam Newton. Mm-hmm. Took it to the crib. I think that'll be a good person.
Addition.
To try to add to this roster. But as far as the game Sunday, I do think the Saints should win this game. The Giants' offensive line is struggling. They struggling. I mean, Eric Flowers, the starting left tackle, has been demoted. They put this guy Chad Wheeler in, and he got abused.
Well, I'm telling you, baby,
by J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt got back in the time machine and told him a lie.
3 sacks, baby.
On Sunday, man.
They still out.
Yeah. But the Giants are 5th in the league in sacks given up. I think that the Saints got a good chance to build some confidence in this game. And this is a key stat, a telling stat too. The Giants haven't scored over 30 points since 2015.
Right.
Please.
I'm just hoping.
The first 2 games scored 21, 21, and 22.
I'm just hoping it's not a Sunday.
27.
What if people score over 30 points in 3 years?
So far, it's looking like it.
And another thing, Odell Beckham hasn't gotten the end zone all year.
He got to go bananas.
I'm feeling real good about our chances on Sunday. I don't think their defense got a shot in hell.
Janoris Jenkins can't go out like
stop our offense. I think our offense should have their way with them. I think our offense should put up 30-plus points on these people. I think we go ahead and win this game convincingly, 30-14. Right. I think it's going to be somewhere around them. But, like I said, the offensive line play with the Giants. I just think that our defense should take advantage of this, man. I don't see
it's confidence building game
how the Giants should come into this game and really dominate us. I just don't see it. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't concerned with Saquon Barkley because he's a touchdown waiting to happen. But I think with our run defense, how we've been having a lot of gap integrity, our linebackers been playing solid on the sideline. Marcus Williams and Von Bell been doing a good job, in the run defense. So I just think that we gonna be ready for Saquon Barkley. He might bust a couple of runs here and there.
Yeah, he gonna have a play.
I think we should keep him in check for the most part. Like I said, I just don't think the offensive line gonna be the holder because we do have a talented defensive line, even though they haven't showed.
Right.
We have a talented defensive line.
This should be their confidence building game.
Yeah, and like I said, I think we go ahead and win this game convincingly, man. Go down there to the New York Giants Stadium and MetLife and beat these people 30-14. That's my prediction.
Man, look at man. Look at man. We going on the road. It ain't cold yet.
No.
So weather ain't gonna be a thing. That's the main thing about it. As long as we eliminate the big plays.
Yeah.
Eliminate the big play and send constant. Look, I want us blitzing or sending 5 or more as soon as we get off the plane. Wear them out. To see the big
shot.
The main reason why the Giants' offense can't get clicking, Eli don't know when he getting pressured and when he not. And he's constantly getting, just keep putting him, he's old. Them bones is brittle. I want to see Davis Webb, God damn it. That's what I want to see. I want to see Davis Webb. Keep hitting, weather the storm. Look, and this is what I also want to see the Saints do. Lessen Kamara load a little bit more. Lessen it a little bit more. Because guess what, baby? You did after this game, after this victory, you done did it. You're 3-1.
You survived the storm.
You just survived the 4-week storm. Ring a ding, goddamn ding. Here comes the bell cow coming home, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Here come her ice chest.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta change his nickname because he more than an ice chest right now. You know what I'm saying? He's proven his worth.
Young Thugger.
To
Become
this
a
team.
defreeze around this bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Look, hey,
Go tackle it.
but I will say this though. The way Sean Payton has been putting formations together to get teams in trouble and putting them in a spot to say either we gonna guard Michael Thomas or we gonna guard Alvin Kamara. Look, when you go trips to one side, you put Mike Thomas as a slot. Everybody like, all right, that's an easy fix. We just gonna slide the cornerback over. Well, guess what? That's 3 receivers. And Cam Meredith coming back last week helped big time because now you went Michael Thomas, Cam Meredith, and you went Taquan Smith. So you went speed, kind of speed, but height and powerful route running. Then you offset the whole defense by putting Tanky on the back by itself. So now you're saying, right from off it, you can run. You come over here, true front, you come over here. Okay, now we're really about to get you. Ben Watson's back here by himself too. Is he going to go out? Don't know. So now the safety got his eyes on him. But guess what? You got Alvin Kamara to the side of the trips. So now the linebacker has to cover Mike Thomas. And the safety got to cover Alvin Kamara. Just by alignment. And he went that set and he warm out. Then he hit him with the perfect change of pace at the right time. Mm-hmm. Put it Taysom Hill. Look, everybody know you gonna run. Give it this first time. He gave it. 15-yard gain. Hey, pull it.
To Ted again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, pull it and go. Pull it and go. And when I tell you White Chocolate was in the building, when he pulled that thing,
I call it White Uptown.
You know what I'm saying? When he went,
Special teams Hill, baby.
Man, look, you can't call him special teams, special player here, man.
Yeah.
Man,
He's
look,
becoming special.
hey, when he touched the ball, I just think about that old bounce on, baby. Fifth wall, dude, man. Fifth wall. I'm telling you, baby, he about to get the shoulders shaking. He ain't your average white boy. I'm telling you, man. Look,
got a little groove in
White
it, man.
Uptown. that third down and 2. He got when he he stiffed on the guy, started stumbling, and used the second effort to get that first down. I was like,
that was
a critical part of the game.
Saying, and that was a play that it get lost because of what Breeze was doing, what Kamara was doing, what how many catches he had, what Thomas was doing, breaking the record again and stuff. So and Breeze, with the completion record. So all that, the little stuff that Taysom Hill did, got lost, and that's why I think Sean Payton kept on his team. Because look, you don't need him to be the world breaker.
No, you don't.
There are 1 or 2 days that it's not a quarterback on this team. Look, I like JT Barrett. JT Barrett ain't got to get up and go that Taysom Hill guy.
Ain't that many quarterbacks got the
he would have did the fake, and he probably got 2 yards. You know what I'm saying? We needed 3. Taysom Hill had to get up and go, and they starting to respect his get up and go because when you see him on kickoff return and he going 43 yards and he just running. Look, he ain't got no jukes or nothing. He going straight up the middle. All 4-3 coming. Look, man.
And when you that, what are you, 231, 235?
The man looks good. I'm telling you, I'm going to start calling him the New Orleans door without the long hair, baby.
Man, no, man. White Uptown.
I don't know if he look. He
White
went
Uptown,
to,
man.
He went to BYU, man. That BYU guy is a special minister.
You're right. I'm gonna go with White Uptown, man.
He might be.
He a ninja.
He might be Taysom East.
He a super ninja.
He might be Taysom East, baby. You know what I'm saying?
He a super ninja.
Pre-Katrina East.
Special teams.
Listen, the
special
next
player.
time the Saints got a home game in New Orleans, watch the ovation he's gonna get.
Man, I'm telling you,
he's turning to a fan favorite.
Man, look,
I love me some Taysom Hill. I think he's going to be critical and very, very vital to what we do going forward. Don't be surprised you see Sean Payton put this guy a receiver. Don't be surprised you see Sean Payton put this guy at tight end. Don't be surprised you see Sean Payton put him in corner.
No. You can't just throw him out there corner, man.
Man,
God damn,
going too far.
What is you?
He got a special vibe to him.
No,
man.
Look,
stop. You never know what he can do.
You know what? You know why playing DB is so hard? Because you got to do every damn thing in reverse.
Man, you got to stop.
This man
excels coming. Look what PJ Brown said. White Uptown, man. I'm telling you, man, that's his name.
Man,
Taysom Hill.
Man,
Hey,
PJ
we gonna advocate for this to be all on social media. Let's make sure we make this a name for him. Let's make this a nickname for him. FanView followers. White Uptown. I like it. When he come to the dome, White Uptown.
I'm cool with it.
I like that. I like that. Give him a swag.
Hey, I heard somebody say call him Lil Porridge. I was like, yeah,
I like that too.
Lil Porridge.
We're gonna put that on Twitter. We're gonna put that on Twitter.
He ain't little.
You gotta think. In New Orleans, we call everybody little. It might be somebody that's 6'9".
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? That little, you know what I'm saying?
Terran Weatherspoon say that. No, I ain't gonna lie though. I think he'll be a good pass rushing D on third downs. Just third down. Put him. Look, when it's third like long, put him in on the D. I think he'll get there. He'll get there, bro. I'm telling you, Taysom Hill is one of them guys.
He's special.
Listen. My partner Timo. Y'all know Timo. He made a great argument the other day when I talked to him. He said, "Bro, on the show Thursday, I need you to advocate for something for me." I said, "What that was?" He said, "Man, I need you to tell everybody that Taysom Hill needs to be the first person on Madden with athlete next to his name. He need athlete next to his name on Madden." And I agree with it. I agree with it. Look, he played quarterback, kick return.
Look, I'm just gonna keep it funky.
Keep it funky.
The boy plays wide receiver for me on Madden.
See what I'm saying?
I just keep it funky, baby.
ATH, baby.
You know what I'm saying? I keep it funky. Look, man.
ATH, baby.
Look, he go over the middle, he go get that thing. I'm telling you, man, his vertical is
not
ridiculous.
Be surprised if you see Sean Payton put this guy at tight end and some kind of formation where he catching the ball, a tight end screen.
Look,
Sean Payton, he gonna keep that. He gonna keep that in the chamber though. I'm telling you, he needs to be the first person on Madden with athlete next to his name.
White Uptown, man. Don't be surprised if you see them break the huddle. It's Taysom Hill and Drew Brees in the backfield together. Taysom Hill is like a running back. Drew Brees snap it, throw it to him. He taking off. Before he gets to the line scrim, he launching that thing deep to Taquan Smith, baby. Get the young folks involved, baby. Get excitement back. Get excitement back, baby.
But listen, we got to switch gears a little bit. Speaking about Drew Brees. Speaking about Drew. First 3 weeks of the season, Drew Brees has 1,010 yards.
1,078.
78.
Second in the league, right?
Yeah, he's second behind two other quarterbacks. Two other quarterbacks are tied for number one.
PJ Magic, you know he up there.
You have 10 touchdowns, no picks, completed 80.2% of his passes. It's right now, is Drew Brees finally making that case for league MVP?
What you mean, finally? What you mean, finally? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Shit.
Listen, bro. Man, this dude, listen. You know, it was a point in time where I was like, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, then Drew Brees. I'm starting to change my mind on it. Drew Brees is playing. What he's doing right now is unprecedented. What he's doing right now, we've never seen before.
We've never witnessed.
80.6% completion rate? Come on, man. Listen, bro. The dude has completed 104 completions off 129 passes. He has 10 touchdowns total, rushing and throwing, 0 interceptions, no fumbles lost.
It don't get no more perfect.
38 years old?
It gets no better.
39, baby.
39 years old? The dude approaching 40. He about to hit menopause. Okay? His thing down low about to stop getting rocked up. Okay? Sooner than later. Okay? With that being said,
he gonna have blue magic.
With that being said, bro, the dude is on a record pace right now. The numbers he putting up right now, he gonna shatter his own records.
His record for completion percentage is 72.4, I believe.
And the thing about Drew Brees that I think that he needs to add to his accolades,
touchdown.
He got to add an MVP to Brady. He got to add an MVP to he got a Super Bowl MVP. He got a Super Bowl ring.
He don't have a regular season MVP.
To add the MVP of the league to his resume.
But the thing
he got to.
He's had it multiple times. They gave it to somebody else. His numbers,
because the team record.
Numbers, and that's
team
the problem. If you go strictly on for player, everybody know that boy been the MVP.
The 2011 season, he should have won it.
He should at least had 2. It's debatable for a third one.
And
2 for sure should be outright.
Right, and I understand that, but unfortunately,
you're right.
It goes off of what your team success do. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I say, we touring around right now. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. And I mean, looking at the same schedule. I was looking at it earlier. Let me go to it.
We got the Giants. We got the Redskins coming. We got to bye.
I think the Saints have a great shot. Let me pull it up right quick. I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting, FanView followers.
Don't worry. White Uptown got your back.
Yeah, yeah. But the Saints. Well, you know, we got the Giants this week. I think we win that game. We play the Redskins in the Dome. I think we win that game. We play the Ravens on the road. I think we win that game. Now we play the Vikings on the road October 28th. That's gonna be a tough one for us.
But like I said, we coming with a vengeance, baby.
But look, I think we win. You know, on Sunday 3-1. Then we go 4-1. Then we go 5-1. I think we go into the Vikings game 5-1. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's how I feel.
Right.
And so with that being said, you know that puts Drew Brees up there in MVP consideration. And like the defense he's about to go going against. I mean, the Giants defense ain't really hitting on nothing. The Redskins defense, I mean, it's okay.
It's okay.
The Ravens defense ain't nowhere near what it used to be. And then, now the Vikings defense going to be tough for him.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But I think he got a chance to put up some serious numbers in these next 2 or 3 games. So I think Drew Brees got a real good shot to win MVP. I think it's due for him. This is one of those situations where, you know, you remember when Kobe got 1 MVP on the year.
Correct.
I mean, I said 1 a year.
On his career.
Kobe got 1 MVP for his career.
Who cares?
Right.
Stop.
But that's either here nor there. Kobe has 1 MVP for his career, but everybody felt like them 2 years Steve Nash won MVP. Kobe should have won it.
Right.
And then Kobe finally got that 1 MVP. And people kind of was like, you know what? This dude is one of the greatest. How you don't have the MVP? You know what? He got to get it this year.
And that was the year Chris Paul should have won it.
I think this is one of them years that you see for Drew Brees. I think if you see the Saints are in the playoff contention,
won a division,
anything like that, even if they get the wild card, I think you see Drew Brees winning MVP this year, man. I don't see him slowing down. I think his best football is still ahead of him. Watch out for this dude, man. 80.6% completion rate. I can't make that up. That's unprecedented, man. That's phenomenal. It's fantastic. It's terrific. I can't think of another word. It's lottery numbers that he's putting up right now. He putting up lottery numbers, man. And I'm telling you, it's only going to get better. And when you got a target, like Michael Thomas, baby, who was also doing record-setting stuff, this Michael Thomas is the best weapon, and I'm talking about Jimmy Graham, too, included in this, and Reggie Bush, and Deuce McAllister.
Darren Sproles.
See, that's what I've been talking about with you.
He's my weapon.
I'm talking about, like...
Weapon.
Yeah, there you go.
Shit.
Weapon. Darren Sproles with a weapon.
God.
He got a weapon.
He ain't weapon. Come on.
Yeah, well, you got to stop.
Stay with us, man. Don't go...
Darren Sproles a weapon. He's a weapon.
Look, Fred,
Not saying that a weapon.
Okay.
Robert Mitchum was a weapon, but he's not a weapon.
Robert Mitchum wasn't that kind of weapon. 1 year.
Man, Robert Mitchum was first in the league in reception.
Yards for catch.
Yards for catch.
Only in 2010, but keep going.
Anyway, like I said, Michael Thomas is the best weapon Drew Brees has ever had in his career, and it's showing. And like I said, man, I think this guy got a good chance to win the MVP this year. I think the sky's the limit. I think he is still not even playing his best ball, and that's scary.
That's facts.
Watch out for Drew Brees.
Those are all facts.
You know, everybody talking about Pat Mahomes. Yeah, Pat Mahomes balling. I think you see Pat Mahomes start slowing down. I think you start seeing defenses start figuring him out. He's a rookie now. Don't forget that.
Right.
He got a lot of weapons at his disposal. Good running game, everything like that. Andy Reid coaching him up. Don't get me wrong. But I think you start seeing him slow down. I think you start seeing him hitting some kind of adversity and hit a wall at some point. Drew Brees. I think you see Drew Brees keep ticking, and I think you see Drew Brees win the MVP at the end of the season, and is due for this guy.
Well, you're looking at a guy who, to me, if anybody want to call it, I'm always say this: 2011 was the year he should have won it. Now, granted, Green Bay comes off a championship win. Aaron Rodgers goes 15-1, and that's why Aaron Rodgers won the award. No offense to Aaron Rodgers, he had a lot of great statistics that year, but to me, that was the statistical year that Drew Brees should have been your league MVP.
Teron was speed. Do we think he better than Coasting?
Stop.
Man,
What are you looking at?
Are you drinking the same bleach that Fred drinks?
Come on, man.
Are you not entertained?
They are not even in the same stratosphere. Don't get me wrong.
Marcus Cousins is a great receiver for the Saints.
And I love everything he did for the Saints.
But they're night and day.
But he's not on the same level as Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas has completed 90% of the targets that's been thrown to him.
P.J. Brown
said, unheard of.
Look, P.J. Brown said the best. Marcus Colston is a weapon. Reggie Bush is a weapon. Jimmy Graham was a weapon. Darren Sproles was a weapon. Michael Thomas is a weapon.
I ain't gonna lie.
Weapy.
I ain't gonna lie. Jimmy Graham was a weapon. In that 3 year span, before he got hurt, before the injury started coming, them last 2 years for the Saints.
Yeah, he
was when Cam Chancellor showed how to defend him, he stopped being a weapon.
How many Cam Chancellor got in the league?
Yeah, but that's true. But everybody started having. But that's the year that everybody actually had a big defender, and they would jam him up, and he couldn't get off the line.
Yeah, but he was still a weapon. I give him that. But Mike Thomas was a weapon. He's a weapon.
But Mike Thomas, we had this. Mike Thomas been a weapon since he stepped foot.
Yeah.
On Airline Drive.
I would tell people something and this. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Mike Thomas that people don't know.
He better than his damn uncle.
That's facts. That's not even that's facts. But I would say something else about Mike Thomas.
He showing Mike some type of way about that.
He can feel all kind of way he wants.
All he can say is give me the damn ball, and I'm gonna commentate. Hope I don't get caught in the NFL TV scandal.
Here's the truth about Mike Thomas. Mike Thomas statistically is on pace to not only own the NFL receptions record, but the most yards for a season. For people who don't know, the most yards receptions for a season is 142 that's owned by Marvin Harrison. Mm-hmm. He's averaged 11.6 catches that season, a game. Mike Thomas has over 12. Calvin Johnson owns the record for most yards in a season, which is, I think, 74, something like that. 19,074 yards. He averaged 126 yards a game. Mike Thomas, for the first 3 games, has averaged 136 yards a game. Now, granted, I can't state that Mike Thomas is going to average those numbers for the next 13 games. And he may not.
And he won't.
And he won't.
And the key reason why, because they have to pass the ball right now because they don't have a running attack.
Right.
Mark Ingram's
going to come back. So I expect those numbers to have
the passing attempt is going to drop 25%. That's just what it is. I mean, I'm not hating
unless we down.
Yeah, right. I'm not hating. What they doing is very damn special. But the fact is, once Mark Ingram comes back, it's going to be 25%
down. At least because he got to get his carries.
Or like G said, unless we just get in the shootout, or we down, or if our defense like is having a game where look, they can't stop them, they can't stop us either. Well, all right, well let's see who got more bullets. We got more bullets, goddamn.
Now, granted, I'm not advocating that Mike Thomas. There has never been a receiver who won league MVP. But what I am going to say is if you had a guy who, if he actually maintained that pace for 13 more games, I'm just speaking hypothetically. A guy who the Saints would win the division, and he maintained that pace that he's on right now. You're talking about a receiver who will own the NFL record for most receptions and yards in the season. He will have a case in his own right, because you got to start asking yourself this question here. This guy will actually own the most receptions by any wideout for the first 3 years of any season. He owns that record. He will own the record for most yards for any wide for the first 3 years. At some point in time, we've got to start saying to ourselves, if he can maintain this for the next 13 games, which I don't think he can. These are Hall of Fame numbers. He's numero uno.
Pumpy break. Look, this is a hell of a season number. It's not Hall of Fame number because Hall of Fame is what you do over the time of your career. Look, it's so many people that start off hot and fizzle down. There's so many people that start off cold, get hot, go
injuries
cold.
happen, things happen.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
I'm not saying that
change the scheme. So you can stop using. Look, people use the word Hall of Fame too loosely. Hall of Fame is something special.
What I'm saying is, if he did that, he's doing something special. Now, granted, he still needs to play. I'm not saying the guy should be a Hall of Famer in the first 3 years.
You say Hall of Fame numbers. I just had to,
Well, that's a Hall of Fame number.
No, hell of a season number. Hell of a season number. Not Hall of Fame number. Big difference.
Let's not be a prisoner of the moment. Michael Thomas is playing fantastic this season. I think he is a great receiver.
Right.
I think he's up with the upper echelon receivers in the league, but he's not Odell Beckham.
He's not Odell.
He's not Antonio Brown, and he's not DeAndre Hopkins. So let's not take this out of context right now. He's playing great, but it gotta play out. He gotta do this over a long period of time and throughout the rest of the season. We 3 games in, baby. Let's see if he can sustain this, okay? And I think Michael Thomas is on the right track, and I think he's gonna end up being the best receiver in Saints history. Because right now Marcus Colston is.
That's the facts.
And so
that's the facts.
But let's not get all caught up with this after 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get all caught up with it.
Prime example. Cause look, you didn't know who the hell Joe Horn was when he was at Kansas City.
Heezy. Can't New Orleans.
I'm saying
name.
Can't New Orleans. Look.
Went from Joe Horn to Joe Heezy.
All right, so he got good right there. And then he finished out in Atlanta. Is that a Hall of Fame career? No. That's just, it is what it is. He had that nice 4 season span. That's all it was.
He pulled the cell phone out on Monday Night Football. That was signature for him.
That's it.
Mike Lewis got a couple commercials out of that. That's what it is, baby.
Now look,
sell us some socks.
Now look, he might go to the Saints Hall of Fame, but he won't go to the Hall of Fame that counts.
The Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Now, granted, listen.
Hall of Fame. I like the Hall of Fame.
Listen, you can't go to the Hall of Fame after 3 seasons. That's impossible.
And that's why I'm saying don't
McCouse ain't in the Hall of Fame. So you know damn sure goddamn Joe Horn ain't going.
Ricky Williams ain't. You know what I'm saying? Come
different positions. But I'm saying that.
I'm just being real now.
I'm just saying if he has a long tenure career and he continues at the pace that he's going at, this guy's breaking records. At some point in time,
if was a fifth, this whole room would be filled with man choose.
Well, of course, we're not living in 2028, if that makes sense. He still has a career to play. We still in 2018. You got at least a decade to go. Injuries can happen to anybody's career. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Hall of Fame type stats. That's Hall of Fame type stats to be acknowledging to say, okay, he's doing that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Hall of Fame. He's Hall of Fame. I'm saying he's putting Hall of Fame numbers early on in his career. Now, can he sustain it? Who knows? He got a lot more football to play. But right now, Hall of Fame type numbers. Do I have the highlights from the game? We had the highlights up.
No, right here.
Yeah, baby.
I'm saying so we could get that thing to that thing.
Oh Lord, baby.
You know what I'm saying? You know what, Fred? That whole analogy was just bad.
It's not bad.
That shit was bad. And speaking of bad, we got a new segment. Tag, you it.
Let's go.
Producer. For people who tune in,
Here's the
video.
Roll that beautiful
what's the first one we got? What's the first one we got? Because we got a lot of people that's bad.
The bad. You're back. Y'all tune in, folks.
Woo. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
It's personal.
We got who is Kawhi?
Kawhi?
Yeah, I know that.
Here we go.
Both wins. Both wins. It depends who I'm
That's the one producer.
Because this is a back-to-back honor. Please. For me. Now, will you be playing it? And you playing for me? Okay, good.
I guess I laugh and smile all day. Moment, yeah. If he wants me to say that, it's kind of personal. It's personal.
People will be asking to talk to you.
Yeah, I know that. Just
both wins. Both wins.
I mean, it depends who I'm guarding.
Because this is a back-to-back honor. Please.
I'll play it for you.
You play it for me. Now, will you be playing
Yeah,
it and
I'll play
you
it.
play it for me? Okay, good.
Guess I'll laugh and smile all day. Moment, yeah. For me to tell you about myself, I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
He's right there.
Yeah, the glasses. There you go. All right.
Man, you're bad. I mean, man, you sound like you're in a barbershop and you're an old man and you sound like somebody telling you a joke that you have no idea what's going on and you just you're bad. I don't know if your braid, your cornrows too tight. Kawhi, I see why you ain't in the media, baby. You're bad.
Man, look,
All the way bad.
Look, it's like he seen somebody fall and then recognized it was like his mama and dad. So he was like,
He's terrible.
You're bad.
He's terrible.
You're bad.
He's terrible.
You're bad.
Next, your bad segment. The next one. Okay. There's the Falcons game. Okay. Julio Jones is running a post. Okay, it's clear he's running a post, huh? Are we in agreement on that?
In agreement. He running a post.
Okay, we to my knowledge, these referees that are certified referees for the NFL, they have to be in a certain type of tip-top shape.
Right.
Okay? Obviously, this back judge was not in tip-top shape. Play the video, producer.
Fuck the rest of the Julio Jones cast. Did you just see the referee? This man his ACL, LCL, MCL, and his femur, his fibula, his tibia, and his talus. In what world does a referee end up on the injury report? Julio Jones was running at him so fast, the ref done tore his hamstring. Flag on the play. Unnecessary roughness on your health. 15-yard penalty. Increase your health insurance. Call the EMT. Restart first down. You already know this ref's favorite season is after summer. It's as if the ground was his Valentine every February. He fell faster than a pair of tits after pregnancy. He must have been playing Mario Kart on the field and slipped on a banana. I had no clue the Uchiha clan was in Atlanta catching referees and genjutsus. He busted his ass from the east to the west, back to the east, back to the west. If you don't get this goofy ass ref the hell off the field, somebody call.
Stuff from Malcolm Butler in that Super Bowl game when he was tripping.
I mean, goddamn, you got one job.
It's like
behind the plate.
It's like he trying to do the stanky leg and stretch at the same time.
Hamstring, toe, all of them. I mean, goddamn. He in Grady Hospital to this day. He fell out and flipped. Critical condition.
Pressing the red button. More morphine, please.
PJ Brown said Kawhi Lab is so creepy. You ain't like, like he'll kill you. Like, I'll kill you. Okay, Monday Night Football. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Vince McDonald, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know who this is, but I bet you after this play on Monday Night Football, he's became a household name. Might even get an endorsement out of this. Play that beautiful bean footage, producer.
Good Lord Almighty, it's not even Sunday, but Vince McDonald is still in church because he took Chris Conte to the altar. He said, I baptize you in the name of the Father. I baptize you in the name of the Son. I baptize you in the name of the Holy Spirit. Oh, my Lord. He just made Chris Conte transgender. You're not allowed to have testosterone after this. He got stiff-armed from the east to the west, back to the east, back to the west. Somebody put this in Mortal Kombat as a finisher. Flawless victory. This man just neutered another man on the football field. This gotta be homicide. It could lead to a suicide. Vince McDonald might be a member of the Akatsuki because he hit Chris Conte with the almighty push. Get U-Haul on the phone and hire Vince McDonald because he just transported another man for the low price of a stiff arm. Cut him from the 53-man roster. Remove his Madden character. You don't get to play football anymore.
That's how a white man runs a football.
I immediately went back to my high school days when the Pimp song came out by 50 Cent in the remix, and all I could hear is Snoop Dogg saying, I'm about to show you how my pimp hand is way strong. And he just grew this man, and then 2 days later they say the man had a PCL injury. And he wasn't in tip top shape. Now this man gotta look at his kids. How you go home? What if you got a son? What if he got a son?
I could not look at my son.
Hey, son.
I'm alive. And like, that wasn't me.
Hey, son.
That wasn't me.
Hey, look.
That wasn't me.
Look. I mean, just think about it, G. Let's say you Chris Conti, right? And you go tell Lil G, hey, go wash the dishes, and Lil G just come up to you, hey, Daddy, remember this? Get your ass out my face. Get your ass
bad. It's bad. It's all the way bad. And guess what? You can't come back from that.
No, you can't.
Nobody knows who Vince McDonald was until that play on my
I know. I had my fantasy football team. One player long.
Hey, he just earned himself a couple of incentives in his contract.
Yeah.
The vicious stiff bomb. See, son, listen, Chris Conti, they ain't never going nowhere. That's gonna go down in you gonna see next year them Here Comes the Boom videos.
Yeah.
He gonna be part of them Here Comes the Boom videos.
Hey, look. Let me tell our viewers something. If y'all see anything out there sports related that should be considered for your bad, holla at my man GSportz.
Holla at me
on Twitter, on Facebook. You could even go to his website gsportz.com and send him the link right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely do.
Anything y'all see as like, man, what are you doing?
This ain't bad. And this ain't going nowhere, baby.
Send it to me.
This ain't going nowhere. And look,
and we gonna play it on the show every Thursday.
Thursday.
It gotta be your bad. Now it gotta be something bad.
Now look. Now if you send us a poop video, your ass might be bad.
There you go. And we gonna call y'all on it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Boy, that boy, Chris Conti, boy. Whew, I may do an opinion poll on that one. Which one was worse? The referee, Chris Conti, or Kawhi Leonard?
I think I gotta go with Kawhi Leonard. That's just my opinion. No, what was he doing?
I gotta go with Conti, man. I gotta go with Conti because at least Kawhi was just sitting down doing the interview. He wasn't doing nothing sport. Conti was trying to go make a name for himself and got made.
Kawhi
was
bad.
Bad. It was bad. That referee referee looked like Malcolm Butler out there on the Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
He looked bad.
Oh my God.
That referee was bad.
Oh my God.
Man, look, Anthony Ruffin, man, look, you gotta come tailgate for FanView at the FanView studio, man. You can't be telling me about all these delicious dishes knowing that I can't get them, man. So how about you tailgate Thursday and Friday? Thursday here, but not next Thursday, because I ain't gonna be here next Thursday because we play next Thursday. But Thursday here, they Pine. They got the fair. The fair, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so the whole parish shuts down that Friday.
Yeah. And I mean, just to kind of touch on this right quick, Terrebonne High School, man, undefeated.
Yeah.
4-0. They play Hornville tomorrow night. Down there where the game got switched from Terrebonne to Thibodeau High because of the field situation, because Thibodeau got turf. But anyway, Terrebonne looking to go 5-0.
Right.
They are.
Coach Salt said we ain't losing no more games.
Terrebonne is looking like they ready to make a deep run. I got them winning this game tomorrow, even though I think Hornville will come into the game really motivated and ready to punch Terrebonne in the mouth. And if Terrebonne don't watch out, Hornville might give them all they can handle, because Hornville really had a good shot to beat Destrehan on Friday night. But that's neither here nor there. But I think it's going to be a great game.
Yes.
Terrebonne, I won't say a lot on that program, bro, in the Tri-Parish. I think they're number 3rd in the state in 5A. They just loaded with talent all over the field on both sides of the ball. If they could keep their egos in check, keep things balanced, understand it's one game at a time, and stop looking way to getting off at gate G. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking ahead.
Right. They
got a good chance to do something special this year. Watch out for Terrebonne High School, man, led by Ja'Kai Douglas, Keyshawn James, Chaz Ward, TJ Ruffin, Cullen Butler. I could Mason Smith. The list goes on and on. What's going on with that
I'd love to get my hands on that D tackle, man.
Yeah. On the 10th grade. On the 10th grade. You know what? We need to talk after the show.
Yes, sir.
On the 10th grade. But moving on to the next segment. Move. Shifting gears.
Shifting gears. For people who are around the NFL, been watching NFL games, there's pre-season.
Fast defensive state. Hold on, Mr. Anthony Ruffin. Hold on about that, partner. I got it. Look, just because y'all 5A, don't mean y'all the fast defense in the state.
People gotta stop. See,
let me tell you something now.
You gotta stop saying. If you haven't seen other programs, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stop saying stuff like that. Now don't get me wrong. Terrebonne got a good defense. I ain't gonna go in as far and say they're the fastest in the state.
I was like, I could put a highlight table from our defense. We get 9 people to the ball every play. And I know some of y'all thinking like, Coach, man, they got 11.
Well, what happened against Country D?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. There was a lot of things that happened in there. There was a lot of things like before that was out of the coach's hand.
Okay.
You know, kids didn't get released like they were supposed to. Kids didn't eat before the game. You know what I'm saying? We lost by 1 point. You know,
y'all played at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And Country Day right now is 4-0.
You know what I'm saying? We lost by 1 point. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? The first game of the season, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, quarterback first, you know, minus first real regular season games in 2 years. So, you know, it was a lot of stuff. You know, look, hats off to them. They beat us. Players again, they won't stand a chance. That's just all it is. That's just it is what it is.
But you do agree that y'all should have won that game.
Yeah.
Like y'all had no business losing that game.
They beat us. Let me give you. I will give credit where credit due. Their quarterback is special.
No. I'm asking you a simple question.
No. I believe we should win every damn game. I don't care.
No, what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. I understand their quarterback was pretty good. I watched it. Me and Fred were watching it.
Watched again.
What it was?
Crescent City.
We watched it. Mm-hmm. Quarterback is good. But what I'm saying is, in your mind, do you feel like we had no business losing that game?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look, like I said, hats off to them. They won. That was their Super Bowl. You know, they
right it was.
They prepared all summer for us. You know, and then look, and that changed our motivation. You know what I'm saying? That was G just said it earlier with Terrebonne. We got caught looking ahead. Beat us by 1 point. Catch us now.
Everybody take their lick from this point on.
And then, you know, Cole Power, you know, hats off Cole Power. He changed his speech. Not in our mind, we just played 3 state championships. Every game is state championship. So we're not going to leave no stone unturned for us coaching-wise. We're not going to leave no adjustment unturned. It could be the smallest thing. It could be, on kickoff team, move the ball, you know, a couple of inches that way. Nothing's being unturned on a Friday night. Every game is state championships. And at the end of the day, we want to win 14 state championships. You know what I'm saying? That was our focus week 1. Got caught with our pants down, but that's why the season is 10 games long. You know what I'm saying? Now, every game is a state championship game. Now, look, the 6 starters are under 4'6". That's supposed to surprise me. Go check our stats. Look, we got a 6'5", 335-pound defensive tackle that runs a 4.8 on laser. Come on now, I got an outside linebacker that's sub 4'2".
And the roughing. Listen, if you're impressed with that, you don't want to see Zachary. You don't want to see the likes of Walker in Baton Rouge. You don't want to see the likes of Acadiana.
Who struggled with us in
running on a 4'6" doesn't mean nothing. Can you play football?
Can you come down and meet me in the alley?
Yeah.
Hey, like Young Jock said, can you meet me at the trap where it's going down?
Moving on. Switching gears. The NFL passed roughing the passer penalty. For people who do not know, this penalty is a new rule on the NFL. People don't know the NFL so far after the first 3 weeks of football have a lead record of 34 roughing the passer penalties has been called throughout the week. The biggest one that made news headlines was the one with Clay Matthews when he tackled Alex Smith. Clay Matthews had 3 called against him this season. But the one that's making headwaves is the one that he had on Alex Smith in the Washington Redskins game where it looks like a fundamental type tackle, which the NFL is trying to limit players putting their body weight on top of quarterbacks as far as making a tackle or making a sack on this play. Here's my question to everybody who's still tuning in. Does the NFL need to address this roughing the passer penalty? Does this need to change? Because right now, there are penalties being called that are affecting an outcome of game. When you had, in 2017, only 16 called after week 3. Now you're up to 34, which is doubled. What is our take on the roughing the passer penalty? Should it stay the same? Is it going to be the new law of the land? Or is it something that needs to be, that it's changing the game?
Man, this is ridiculous. The 2 roughing the passer calls that was called on Clay Matthews the last 2 weeks, preferably the one that happened against Minnesota, cost them the game.
Right.
They don't call that. They got an interception. The game is over, bro. They gave them new life. Minnesota went down there through the post corner to Stephon Diggs. They win the game. It cost them a game, bro. Who knows how they might come back to bite Green Bay down the road. And my thing is this, bro.
A divisional loss.
Yeah, divisional loss. My thing is, I watched both roughing the passes, allegedly, with Clay Matthews. Man, I had no problem. They talking about he slammed it. Bro, what do you want him to do? You want him to Did anybody see the video? I wish I'd have told the producer before the show. They got a video out. Well, the guy, his girlfriend is going back to pass, and he comes around and rushes her, and he grabs her,
picks her up,
and holds her, then takes a pillow out of his back pocket, lays it on the ground, and then lays it down gently. Is that what we looking for? This is not flag football. This is not pee-wee. Do I think we should make sure that people don't do helmet to helmet? Yeah, I agree with that. But the driving into the ground, man, you got somebody coming off the edge, fighting off a all-pro or big-time NFL left tackle or right tackle, and you asking them to run full speed and just let up and just take them down gently?
Correct.
Let's be realistic about this. It doesn't make any sense. And the NFL came out today and made a statement and said they are not changing the rule. And this lets me know
Jerry McCoy had a big injury a big penalty against him, against Big Ben on Monday Night Football.
This is letting me know that the NFL, when the CBA comes back up, and we gotta and the owners gotta meet back with the NFL again.
The PA.
This has to be a topic of conversation because you're messing the game of football up. Because right now, as a D lineman, man, it's tough to play football in the NFL right now. It's tough because you cannot hit the quarterback the way you want to. Drew Brees came on the Rich Eisen show and talked about it, and he said, "Look, as a quarterback, I should be happy right now, and I should be, advocating for what the NFL is talking about as far as protecting the quarterback." He said, "But as a D lineman, he said, I know it got to be tough." He said, I know, for Cam Jordan and Anyamara and Sheldon Rankins and guys like that, for asking them to come full speed. Well, you practicing through training camp, you're practicing, rip through, strong arm, attack the quarterback, and then you want me to let up? And I'm 270 pounds, 280 pounds, some of them, these guys 300-something plus pounds, and let up
and I come at full speed.
Before I grab the quarterback?
And I come at full speed.
Man, that's easier said than done. And the NFL needs to really evaluate this over the offseason and change this rule, man. Like I said, the helmet to helmet, if you go helmet to helmet, penalty all day tomorrow. Right. But they talking about you putting your weight on them and
you're driving them to the
ground, man. You cannot. It's too hard to try to dictate or figure out who is being malicious, who's not. Man, you just need to take that all out of the equation. Just take into account that if you see somebody go helmet to helmet, or like the Brady rule, when you go down to the knee, that needs to be a rule.
Right, which is a rule.
But the rule they got right now about driving to the ground, because the 2 roughing the passes that was called against Clay Matthews is ridiculous. It's absurd, and it cost them a game. And right now, it's making the NFL hard to watch when you see a D lineman trying to rush the quarterback.
Man. Von Miller's made a statement about it. It made me do some research. And I'm about to take y'all a trip back down memory lane.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Joe Theismann on a Monday Night Football game gets his career ended by Lawrence Taylor on a hit. The rule change that happened there was the running back was back there, but it was illegal for a running back to cut back then. And he said, if I was able to, just throw my body at Lawrence Taylor, it would have bought Joe enough time to step up and let the ball go. His leg wouldn't have been broken, and we wouldn't have been having the situation. Immediately after that, the next year, cutting was allowed from the running back position.
95.
Fast foot forward, the tuck rule. All right, happened on a quarterback.
Right.
Many times we've seen receivers catch a ball, bang bang play, boom boom boom. Is it a fumble? If it's not, questionable. So depending on let the official make that call, especially before instant replay.
Right.
And running back and all that stuff. There's always a questionable call up to the running back. But when it happened to a quarterback, okay, revise it. If the arm is coming forward and the ball is still in the hand, it's considered a pass.
Right.
Tuck rule is now invented.
Right.
Go a little bit further to Tom Brady. Tom Brady gets hit low, and it wasn't really on the defender's fault. His action, the offensive lineman kind of
he just fell out on him.
Pushed him a little bit, gave him a little more but there's neither here nor there. He goes into Tom Brady's knee. Tom Brady, is lost for the year.
See ya.
The next year, the rule is in play. You can't, if you hit the quarterback low at any time, it's automatically roughing the passer, no matter what.
It's funny how you mentioned 2 rules behind Tom Brady, but keep going.
Then you go 3 years a little further. Bam, Aaron Rodgers, who's quote unquote the next, who's the next Don of the quarterback generation, who's supposed to lead you into the promised land until Andrew Luck is ready to take over the mantle. Bam, he gets picked up and driven into the ground. Beautiful form tackle, nothing malicious about it. It was just a form tackle. The end results, okay, his collarbone gets broke. Aaron Rodgers lost for the year. All right. So what happens this year now? You can't put your whole body weight on a quarterback. And that's where my rant came from earlier. Every time something happens to the quarterback position, because the media dons it, that position gets overemphasized. That's where a lot of the marketing and all that stuff goes into. So putting the quarterback, like the players are here. I don't care how many, you can have 21 all-pro, Pro Bowlers, first ballot Hall of Famers on the offensive defensive side of your team, and the quarterback is sorry as shit. The person that they're going to talk about is that quarterback. The person that they're going to elevate is the quarterback. No matter what, I don't care how great that team is, the person they go. If you think I'm lying, go back and watch the Super Bowl footage of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The quarterback was the worst position on the field.
Brian Johnson.
And they talked about him like he was the second coming. Yeah, they talked about him like he was the second coming of Jesus.
Bad. He was a game manager. He ain't gonna win you no game.
He was the worst.
He was worse than Trent Dilfer.
But we can even go back to that Super Bowl.
No.
They talked about how Trent Dilfer took over from Tony Banks, and the team caught a new life and all that stuff. They talked about Trent Dilfer all game long,
and didn't even start quarterback the next year.
And not mention how great that defense was, how big that offensive line was.
One of the best defensive
what Jamal Lewis was doing. They didn't talk about nobody else but the quarterback. They will always put the spotlight and protect the quarterback over anything else. So they put them over the rest of the league. And the crazy thing is, all those hits was a freak accident. Look how many quarterbacks been hit low since Joe Theismann. How many of them had broke something? Look, just go watch Cam Newton get played. You can only hit him low. How big he is.
Right.
You only hit him low. Look when Byron Leftwich played. Look when Dante Culpepper played. They was coming after him left and right. Guess what? Got up, kept playing. Tom Brady got hit low one time. Oh, we gotta change that. Mm-hmm. Look how many times quarterbacks been getting driven into the ground. They used to be
whoever's the face of the league,
and that's the thing. They
gonna change the rule.
And so the sad truth is, if y'all looking for it to get changed this year, it won't happen. Just look, old school football people love the kickoff. Love the kickoff team. Love the kickoff because that brought an exciting element to the game, especially in the defensive battle. Guess what? They changed the rule. They stuck by it. And it's not gonna get changed. This rule's not gonna get changed until 2021.
So what you're saying is that, based upon what you're saying right now, we talk about the tuck rule with Brady. At the time, he was becoming one of the faces of the league. We talk about the injury with Brady, the ACL injury. Can't hit guys down low. Now Aaron Rodgers is the face of the league. He has a collarbone injury. You cannot drive his play into the bound. It seems like the NFL is saying, you know what? The quarterback position is, because of media, is the most important position in all the sports. And what they're trying to do is make sure that quarterbacks do not, or if any other position can be hurt on the field, it's a replaceable position. What they're saying is that the 32 starting quarterbacks in the league, we want to see them each and every Sunday, and we're going to make the rules to where they can play each and every Sunday.
No, it's not the 32. It's that special 5. That special 5. Prime
Brady,
example.
Rodgers,
Prime
Drew.
example. Yeah, all right. Brady is a high rating quarter. Not just I'm talking about on the field, but like somebody that's going to draw ratings when he plays. Right. Brady's one of them. Breeze is one of them. Aaron is one of them, of course. Believe it or not, Russell Wilson is one of them. And right now, Pat Mahomes is one of them. Those 5, those special 5. I guarantee you, if you watch let's say the Tennessee Titans, I'll take a team like Tennessee Titans, and you watch, if somebody picks up Marcus Mariota, driving to the ground, guess what? Not a flag will be thrown. Why? Because he's not part of that special 5. Guess what? If you see, especially if it's not a prime time, think about how many games go on. There's only certain of them that's prime time.
Right.
And then everything else is regional. Right. So the Tennessee team is not going to get no tick.
So what you're saying is this penalty is more about protecting the business, the best interest of the who.
The who is
not necessarily the game, not the game itself. It's protecting the who.
Because I guarantee you, if you would have rewinded, let's say Vic in his prime would have got that leg injury and not Brady, the same rule would have happened because Vic was
marketable.
He was the guy. But if you did that same hit on, especially at that time, on a Trent Green, on a Trent Dilfer, or something like that. Matt Hasselbeck. Guess what? Oh well, on to the next one. That's why you got backup quarterbacks. Make a trade. Go find somebody off the streets. Play football. But you hurt one of them top 5. Whoever's the guy at the time, and especially at that quarterback position, they will always tend to them because the thing is.
Go ahead.
The way they figured it, a quarterback is responsible for putting up points.
Right.
In the NFL mind, last week, look, as a Saints fan, you hated it. You was like, man, goddamn, come on, defense, do something. You know what I'm saying? NFL minds, they like, hey, we getting big a lot of money because the thing is,
it's marketing.
People gonna sit there and watch points get scored and like, oh man, they can't stop them. They can't stop them.
Right.
Boom.
But so when you go to those little timeout plays and blah blah blah, you got the commercials going and blah blah blah.
Yeah, and then you do that like, all right, you got Drew Brees, who's one of those top 5. Look, you got Matt Ryan, who's on the tier, depending on if it's a bye week for one of them, Matt Ryan gets put up there. You know, Ben Roethlisberger is also on the tier just because of the offense they play. I'm like, all right, they can put up numbers. Right. So but I guarantee you, like if that was like the Jaguars and Tennessee in the Titan game was like 9-6, they NFL hate that. NFL hate that. Why? Because nobody's going to tune in unless you're a diehard Jaguars fan, unless you're a diehard Titans fan.
Are you just a sports football head?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is not too many of those out there. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, you asking 3 groups to right there. Look, I know
fantasy players.
I know people that hate the Saints. I know people that hate the Falcons. Don't care about none of them. But you hit a nail on the head with fantasy football now And then the amount of points they're scoring, they sitting there like, man, come on, man. Look, I need Julio to get one more catch. Look, I started Cam Ridley again, man. Why we stop feeding him the ball? Man, Tevin Coleman to eat because I started him.
The Freeman ain't playing.
Man, keep throwing the ball to Mike Thomas. Don't put Taysom. Look, don't bring Taysom Hill in no more. I want Drew Brees to keep passing because he's starting.
Right.
Look, so
the
now
evolution of fantasy football has made
and guess what?
The average fan tune into.
And guess what else too? Nobody wants to talk about. Guess what Vegas eyes at right now? Because you got fantasy football that now is legally can be betted on. So now the eyes right there. Look, this is the highest rating game for his numbers, all this stuff. Everything will be tuned in right there. Something would have happened to one of those quarterbacks, hit wise, some type of schematically. I guarantee you, coming into the next season, a rule would have been changed.
So what you're saying is that this is a business move. They're not trying to protect the interests of these quarterbacks or trying to change the rule from a liability standpoint. They're looking at these 5 guys need to be, and the most likely they want these 5 guys to be playing postseason. So I'm doing something business-wise to make sure that 5 or the guys who are not in the top 5, the other top 5 when they're not playing,
right,
are protected as best as they can.
Are available for their team.
Think
about it this way.
Jimmy Garoppolo take your league.
I'm about to use that. Jimmy Garoppolo got injured.
That was a non-contact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He got injured going out of bounds. Let's say that's Brady. I guarantee you a rule change would have came into effect if a quarterback is within, if a runner or someone is within X amount of inches of out of bounds. Referee is supposed to blow it, kill it right there. You know what I'm saying? The players are if they're heading in.
They consider it for a non-contact.
Man, you'll be surprised because
they're trying to protect the interest of that.
Think about it. You couldn't really say that because of the hit that Aaron Rodgers took. It was form tackle. The head was out of it. He was hitting the right spot. Everything that you've been preaching at Heads Up Football, all the little training camps, all the videos that you put out that says the proper way to tackle, that he was tackled properly. And look what happened of a proper tackle. Your overreaction was you can't put your body weight on a quarterback. And like you said earlier, you asking a 6'5" to 6'6", 300 to pound man who getting there. Look,
full speed.
What happens if it's a Russell Wilson type cat and he's smaller than me? He's just that much smaller. So when I'm hitting him, I have no choice but to put my whole body weight on him because he's just that much smaller. Or look, I might not put my whole body weight on him, but it looks like it. And then what happens if I hit him, he's going down, and I try to brace myself, and I just broke my arm, or I just dislocated my shoulder or my elbow because of the impact, where I usually would taught to hit. This guy's going to absorb the hit, and the impact is going to slide off. Right. Now I'm hurt. Or what happens if Von Miller, Khalil Mack type is coming off the edge, and where they can usually hit him, they stop to pull up, but they on turf. And the way they pull up, they toe get stuck in the ground, and now they just toe their ACL, MCL, PCL. Nobody want to talk about that, but guess what? They don't care. They cool with a defensive person getting hurt because at the end of the day, defense is not putting up money.
They're not revenue.
That's
it's part of the game, but it's not revenue.
The NFL love the Saints right now.
Yeah, because of what they did. That's why the NFL love Pat Mahomes right now. They scoring points.
Last year Carson Wentz.
They scoring points. He throwing that bit deep.
Yeah.
Right. Last year Carson Wentz.
You getting Tyreek Hill. You getting this guy. You getting this guy. Look, that's what they love it, and they love the Rams right now.
Right.
Look,
so you saying they hate the Titans?
They hate. Look, they will always hate the Titans. Look, they starting to love Cleveland because, all right, they see all the weapons they got, and now even though I think Todd Haley was sabotaged by Tyron Taylor, and you can't convince me no other way because the offense that was ran against us was not the offense that they ran with Baker Mayfield. That's one of them.
That was all.
Hey, you know that little meme where the little white guy sitting at the table and they write something in front of the stage like "Prove me wrong." That's how I feel right there. Prove me wrong with that shit. But they love him right now.
Right.
But I'll tell you a team that they hate Jacksonville because they don't know what Blake Bortles going to give you. Even though that's a solid team, they don't know what they're going to give you. They hate Buffalo because you're not going to get nothing.
Right.
They hate, you know what I'm saying? Teams that's not – look, they love the Rams, not because of the defense standpoint. Even though they just lost two of their starting quarterbacks, I'm like, know what?
Offensively, they're going to put points.
You know, with that head coach, with the way McVay's calling plays,
yeah,
we getting points. We going to watch them.
Right. I agree with that. Great point. It's a great assessment because you have to think about it from a position of business first. And at the end of the day, if you can protect these 5 guys from certain injuries,
all about money.
It's all about money.
Cause what's the commissioner's job? Who the commissioner asks to?
32 people.
He damn sure don't answer to the players. His job is to make money for the owners. The best way an owner can make money is your guy is protected. Well, 9 times out of 10, who the owners stand behind? The goddamn quarterback.
Yeah, because that's their guys. You know?
And the FBI got a motto when they teach you when you're training in Quantico. Follow the money. They'll take you to the problem. Follow the money. 9 times out of 10, the highest paid person on the team is who? Follow the money.
Quarterback. That on any given team, you look at any given team who has a solid quarterback, he's the highest paid player.
Unless you're the Giants.
Denver.
Yeah.
Denver.
The Bears. The Giants situation with Odell Beckham, I mean, I understand why they gave him all that money.
Yeah.
Because
brand.
You don't sign Odell Beckham, he goes somewhere else. Your ticket sales and your jersey sales,
Every
apparel
day.
sales are going all the way down.
What you think? But I don't think with the emergence of Saquon, I don't think it would have took as much of a hit because Saquon. Because think about what
Saquon ain't in the media like that.
But
He's not popular.
That's true.
You're not popular like.
But man, Tiki wasn't that way, and they made Tiki like he was the greatest fucking thing ever.
But if you go ask a teenager or a kid right now, who Saquon Barkley is,
they don't know.
A couple of them might know, but a few of them ain't gonna know. You ask, man, my son 8 years old. Man, all them kids know who Odell Beckham is.
Listen, all them kids and dyed their hair gold in the middle.
So that's the fact.
That's the fact.
You had to pay him that money.
A point well taken because AJ is 5 and Odell comes on like I'm sorry, he wouldn't even have to have if the Odell Beckham commercial came on right now and AJ was in the studio, he'd be like, we playing football. I'm like, damn, how the okay, well there it is, son. There it is.
They're not trying to have the zigzags in their hair like Antonio Brown. They want the gold hair like Odell. They want Odell. That's just what it is. I mean, so you have to pay that guy. Like I said, listen, man, being marketable and being a brand is just as valuable as winning in this sport. That's just what it's going to be. It is what it is. And that's why I like Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is so outspoken.
Jalen Ramsey know what he's doing.
He know what he's doing. He know what he's doing.
Josh Norman saw what they had in the field.
Yeah.
But nobody knew who Josh Norman was.
And he was locking up. Look, he beat us. He beat us one time. Look, Drew Brees tried him. Well, he had like 8 interceptions that year.
No, that wasn't Drew Brees. That was Luke McCown. Drew Brees
so
started the game.
That was because that's when they came out with the backup. The backup.
If you don't pick that off, we win the game.
Yeah, it's just, you have to be outspoken. Jalen Ramsey saying to myself, boy, look, I can make myself market. I become a brand. Giants. Look, who the highest paid corner in the league? Yeah, I need you to pay a couple of notches more. I won't be top player in the league.
But the thing about it is, owners don't like that, no. They don't like their players to be outspoken like that.
No.
But as an agent, if I'm your age, I'm like this.
Talk.
Keep doing
that. But I think Jacksonville is the reverse of it because they own a. He's
progressive.
So from the outside in, he looks like he's one of those owners that got his players back no matter what because he was the first owner. When all the kneeling stuff happened, like he came out there, he knelt down like
Shot Khan. He's like a progressive owner,
and especially because like they played the first game, he was out there and he put himself on the minute on the 50-yard line. I'm with y'all and say something. I got more money than everybody in the stadium put together. Play with me if you want. I got all money.
and the thing about it, you know, a city like Jacksonville, they need as much publicity
as possible
as they could get. You know what I'm saying?
It's a small market. It's a small market.
And so he probably understands that. So whatever Jalen Ramsey wants to say or whatever happens as far as giving them some kind of exposure, he's all for it.
It's a small market.
And then
from an NFL franchise.
Like you said, understanding your demographic because Jacksonville is in Duval County, predominantly black, it's not one of the richer counties in the state of Florida. So understanding what your meal ticket is, let's go.
Right.
Let's go. Look, I know one day, Miami might not be, Miami is all glitz and glam, but that hood that's around Miami Stadium ain't gonna go to their game because they feel like they out of place. But guess what? They'll take that 3-hour drive to come to Duval and feel at home.
Right. Yeah, they'll do it. Well, listen, we got to get ready to wrap up. Listen, we got a couple of things, you know, we probably didn't even get to. Anybody? I know GSportz, you've been on Twitter big time, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. I'm hoping Daryl Morey, the GM for the Rockets, to make it happen some kind of way. It's going to take a lot, but, that's wishful thinking.
Man, they asking for Jesus.
Yeah, they asked for Ben Simmons today.
Yeah. With a straight face.
Yeah, they lost their mind. But I do want to touch on this. I want to congratulate Drew Brees for setting the record for most completions. For the most completions ever in NFL history with 6,326 completions. Past Brett Favre on Sunday. Man, people don't understand how remarkable that is. A guy that's just touching 6 foot, if he stands on his tippy toes, to come in the league that was an afterthought coming out of Purdue and do what he's doing. Nobody wanted him when he broke his shoulder.
Ain't no rule changes for that.
Nobody wanted him. Nick Saban could have got in Miami. Nick Saban, he said he ain't want him. Sean Payton said, "Look, I'll take you," and the rest is history. What he's done in New Orleans since he's been there, man, it's just been remarkable. I commend Drew Brees, man. He's the ultimate professional. We need to appreciate greatness when it's upon us, because Drew Brees is showing us what a professional, a Hall of Famer, a guy that's invested in the community, somebody that's a great teammate. This is what Drew Brees simplifies. And I appreciate everything he's doing for the city, man. I think we got a good chance to make a run this year. That completion record that he set on Sunday it's going to be a long time before it's broken, because the guys that's behind him are either retired or about to retire. And Tom Brady is one of those guys, and he's like
1,000, at least 1,000 away.
So I just don't see it happening. But I just want to congratulate Drew Brees, man. I appreciate. I don't know about everybody else. I appreciate everything you do and everything that's about to come for us going forward with the Saints, man. Drew Brees, man. I can't wait to see you get your gold jacket in Canton. I will be in attendance. I've never been to Canton.
I'll be there.
But when Drew Brees gets inducted to the Hall of Fame, I will be there. And I guess what? When he come out when they unveil the face, I'm gonna be like this. Woo! Go Drew!
I said, hold that. Coach Hen.
Man, first of all, I want to thank our quarterback, Mighty, for showing some love today. Mm-hmm. In a busy little homecoming week, mm-hmm. At A-Meet. But one thing I want to talk about, because one of the focuses behind our show is giving kids exposure that they normally don't have. And as great as a player this kid was, he didn't get exposure into a playoff run. And now he's a freshman in college. And this is a list for the True Player Football Focus. Top true freshmen throughout week 4. How many yards a game? They average win percentage toward their team. Trevor Lawrence, 83.9, number 5. Safety Caden Stearns from Texas, 86.9. Andre Crisco, safety from Syracuse, 87.2. At number 2, our very own Anthony Puka Williams Jr., 87.9. Number 2 in the nation for true freshman. And the kid is special. He's been doing to me. I know the G. Like, I've been knowing about him since his freshman year, and I was coaching somewhere else. G, he was in that area, so he obviously been knowing about him. And to watch him flourish, and to see what he did his junior year to his senior, to me it was surprising. I just wanted him to go to a place that would have a spread offense type deal to where he can showcase his skill set the best. Sort of like what Tevin Bush and Landry Walker did when he went to West Virginia.
Scored the first touchdown of his college career last Sunday.
So Puka, man, you know, and especially like just something special, you know, for the FanView. And so, like, this guy was in the studio with us, sat there, told you his life story, sat there with us the whole show. You see him on before the show starts, and to see what he's doing in college, in a Power 5 conference, and you know he started like this week. You know he had I can't think her first name. I think it's Katie Rourke. She does the sideline reporting for college football game. Okay. She did a little special sit down session with him. Now you see the school, the SID department is full swing behind Puka now. You know he's got promos left and right. Broke a freshman record there already, and he wasn't even the starter. Now you gotta, I don't know what. Hey, Tony, make a phone, do a little nudge, wink. He gotta be starting sometime soon. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just proud of the kid, keeping his head down, staying out of trouble, and just showcasing, his abilities, what God has blessed him to do.
Man, you can't take nothing from Puka Williams, man. The guy's been exceptional. He's taking college football by storm. And this guy, as a true freshman, is making headline reels, each and every week. You got to give it up to him. If their program was a contender program, this kid could be a Heisman Trophy candidate if the program was a contender winning program. I'm not talking about as a true freshman. That's how statistically the numbers he's putting up. Man, I just want to give a shout out to Eric Reed, man. People don't take the time to notice, but that man has sacrificed his career for something that he believed in. And for him to get the Carolina Panthers, new ownership, by the way. Obviously Jerry Richardson is not the ownership of the team. New ownership decided, to sign a guy who's a caliber player, to bring him to the organization. He signed it down a lot today, so he's going to be a Carolina Panther. So I want a big shout out to that man. Even though he, had a loss, he still had his pending lawsuit against the NFL. About being blackballed. But for him getting signed today, it's a big testament. I'm a big fan of African Americans, getting an opportunity to have their abilities and showcase their ability for things that they've done. He's done nothing wrong. He done nothing wrong throughout his professional career. He's been nothing but a professional. And for him not to be, signed up to this point in time, man, I think it's a big deal. I want to give big shout outs to him. And hopefully one day, which I highly doubt will happen, but Colin Kaepernick will get an opportunity to play professional football again, but I don't think that's going to happen. But big shout outs to Eric Reed for becoming a Carolina Panther today. Even though he's in the division, when we see you.
Yeah, I was happy to see that today.
Happy to see that.
He's winning.
He's winning.
You got a whole lawsuit against the NFL, and you still sign with a team. You
winning. He winning.
Congrats to you, man.
Congrats to Eric Reed.
I just hope you don't have a good game when you play the Saints.
Yeah, I hope you just get beat. I hope Mike Thomas have 15 catches on you, and I hope Tay again beat you deep.
He'll say Mike Thomas won't have.
Well, I hope Tay again beat you deep. I hope you miss coverage or whatever the case may be. I'm happy you got signed. Now you're a Panther. Hey, at the end of the day, now it's on now. I'm happy you got signed. All congratulations. You got my 5 minutes out.
Did you see the shirt he wore when he signed his contract?
DBU, baby. Okay. LSU.
Okay.
But listen, guys, that's a wrap. That's it for our show. Thank you for everybody for tuning in, FanView. We here each and every Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Appreciate Monty Gilmore for giving us a call, man. Doing big things. Gonna be expecting this kid to do big things at the next level at the University of Kentucky. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, leaving all your comments. We got a lot of fans, a lot of followers. Again, add a friend, tag a friend. Again, each and every Thursday, this is the best fan sports show on the internet. Again, add a friend, tag a friend. We appreciate you, everybody, for tuning in. FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports. We see y'all again next Thursday. Coach ain't got a coach. You got a game to coach.
I won't be here.
But listen, y'all don't miss the show next week. Again, 6 o'clock from 8 to p.m. each and every Thursday. Y'all have a great night.
You did.
You did. And we're going to post that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we live. We in here. New Orleans, baby. Yeah.
FanView Live, where real fans talk about real sports. Only on the New Orleans Talk Network. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Because we're not